but it's sharp.
The
People don't like
the
it.
P word is different for me.
I don't mind it, but I know a lot of.
of.
I don't mind that as much, but I know a lot of girls that don't like that word.
The C word.
No.
Like
The P word?
Yeah.
What do they prefer?
Oh, no.
Is
I
that
was
like
thinking-
a
I was wondering-
conversation you have to
I
have?
was wondering the other day because I was
My
like,
hoo-ha.
do you guys have any? Does anyone else have this?
Her
issue? Is it just
whispering,
me?
her whispering eye.
Like just
Damn it.
the test is just saying.
You guys, this is the show. If you don't
I
know
can
the
already
show
tell.
by now,
I can already tell you before he makes it that he's going to use that the amount of times we just said penis as one of the intro things. I can already tell you.
Penis.
I can already tell you.
Penis.
Because you
Give
can't.
me the idea.
You can't use the other one.
I'm gonna have Wally go,
You can't.
and then we'll put penis after it.
That's what I said. You can't. A monkey could eat.
Playa. I'll just start doing that all the time now.
and a lot of money.
This is one of my dad's favorite movies.
And it should be.
And when I told,
Bottom G.
I think I told Emily, I said, "Oh yeah, that's what we're," because
He's like, hey man, we're fucking lost. He's standing there. He walks out. He's like, hey man. He's like, scorch your tooth. He's like, what you working? Oh, he's talking about his workout plan. He's like, you shredded like a julienne salad.
You look like, you look like Rambo.
he's like, "Yeah, well, I didn't want to go to," and
What?
he's like, "Oh,
Get him, man. We're lost, man.
We're fucking lost.
And they called it. I was the table right next to the bathroom had gotten shots. And like as I was walking by, someone just like, "Here, man." I was like, "Awesome," and I just kept walking. And they were like, "Cheers!" Like,
Wait, that's great. That's what."
Hey, welcome to the Decision Reel Movie Review Podcast, where we try and fail to review movies of today and yesterday. This week we're looking at a movie, but a special.
It's the first time.
This is the first time we're doing this. A re-review
Re-review.
of our second ever episode.
That's not technically the first time, right? Because you guys did it for the 100th.
Okay, so for the 100th, we
It's
did
our
the same.
for,
Yes,
like,
but this
as a regular, like.
Were we supposed to review our review or review the movie?
No. We don't. I mean, if anybody
Technically,
wanted to
we
I was
didn't
like, I got
have.
this
We didn't
on
have a
dog.
review. Technically, we didn't have a review to review.
If there's anyone that should have a review for this movie, it should be me.
It should be.
It should be me.
Yeah, we talk about this movie
I've been all the time.
every third episode, probably.
Yeah. What movies
comes
do you
up.
think? I think we talk about this. We hit walk
Walk hard.
What's some other ones we talk about?
The
Frequent?
walk hard quotes. That one day you guys were hitting it
Dodge-
hard, and I was like, "Man, I'm out of my game right now."
Oh, dude,
Because I'd only seen the movie a handful of times.
Right.
I remember watching it after. I was like, "I got to be better."
We
Annie,
get
who's a
going
rookie
on those,
numbers.
and we cannot
Yeah.
like with especially the walk hard. We can't.
We do dodgeball all the time.
That's a good one.
If anybody
We do
ever-
that. It's not well. It's
Stare
not
on
the
my life
movie,
taste.
You're right.
but we obviously
crushed by
we
4
quote
tons
Paul
of
Rudd on the Hot Ones all the time.
Look at us.
Hey, look at us.
We quote all that you need to hear.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, if you're watching on the YouTube, subscribe, please.
Hit that fucking button.
Hit the button. Anyways, this week we are looking at Tropic Thunder.
It'd be under me, right?
What?
Hey, pause and go back. No. It'd probably be under Tara.
Actually, it would be under you.
Would it be under me?
Yeah, right.
Right here.
Oh,
Right there.
Not my
Go up a little
penis.
bit. Go up a little bit. Go up a little bit. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. That's where it'll be. Yep.
Hit that fucking button.
Hit it. The button.
Anyway, sorry, Steve.
Maybe
Go
twice.
ahead.
Oh my God! I should have when you did. I should have like looked down at like the button you were pointing. Just like, oh yeah, down there.
Thumbs up.
I don't know. That's not a button.
How about this?
That's
Just
not
hit
a
the
button.
thumbs down.
Oh, or do that. Doesn't matter.
Hey.
Just fucking anything works, right?
Yeah. Dislike us.
Traffic's
if you
traffic.
dislike, does it still? It doesn't fucking trigger
Oh,
our
man.
algorithms, does it?
They used to have
Well,
how
there's-
many thumbs up you got, and then it would show how many thumbs down you get. Now it only shows the thumbs up number.
Yeah,
She's
because
dying.
Bunch of pussies.
Good.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
People don't
right.
like
Yeah.
to know. We're drinking a port wine from
Port
Janmark.
wine, sweet bear wine.
But what we're actually here today to do is to re-review Tropic Thunder. From
Fuck
DreamWorks.
yes.
Yeah. I don't even know where to start with this.
The whole movie it's
Farting in bathtubs.
the most perfect comedy beginning to end.
You know,
Hands down, the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. I was watching at work crying again.
I was gonna say if
and
a movie.
I never not cry out of laughter with parts of these movies, or this movie specifically. I probably 3 or 4 different parts. I'm like
giggling
in tears.
yourself to
And if
death.
you're with a friend, it's even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like way worse.
I think what really makes this movie stand out too is the fact that you can watch it year after year and you know all the jokes, but you're still dying laughing.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
There's,
It's fucking.
there's so many more.
testament.
I caught so many more like one-liners again, like this
yeah.
round. Like, damn, I forget.
Oh, yeah.
I love this joke so much, and you forget about that one. Like, and it's
I
just
think
line after
that the
line.
more you watch something, like even TV shows, I find the more like I rewatch like a sitcom or something, I'm laughing more at those, those like the quips, like the random comments.
Stuff
that-
not as in front of your face. as
Well,
the rest
and
of the-
the ones that seem like they probably weren't in the script because they were just random, like
Sure.
or whatever. And I feel like I think the more you watch them, you're used to the big ones. You're used to
Well,
the
yeah.
stuff that's like the obvious. But but those quick one-liners, I feel like crack me up way more.
Well, also, let's say you're watching something for the first time and there's a big laugh. You're laughing.
missing those
and
little
you're
ones.
missing everything else because you're laughing or you're thinking about what you just heard, so you're not hearing those other jokes. And then upon rewatch, you're like, oh, wait a second, that's even funnier. How did I miss that?
I think this one has more quotes than any other. This may be more than Anchorman.
Yeah, this whole movie's quotable.
The
From,
whole fucking thing is quotable.
This motherfucker's dead, y'all.
He just pops back up like
That I was watching that scene when they lose Ben Stiller, and he's like doing all this the theater stuff for the Viet Congs.
Viet Congs. It's already plural.
In
They're all
my
sitting in a
head
circle.
movies.
He's like talking. You got any ladies back home? You know?
Oh, God,
He's
dude.
like, he says Lance, and he's like Lance.
He's like, look here, Lance.
What the fuck?
I said Nance. I said
I
Nance.
said Nance. You think about dangling Liza,
I
dangling your
love
eyes on
that
Liza's
they're
forehead.
sitting together at the awards.
Oh,
Him
it's
and
great,
Lance
it's
Bass
great.
are sitting together at the awards. later.
Al Pacino. Love the pussy.
Love the pussy.
The song that because I love that they do
The intros.
like those little at the beginning of the movie where
Movieception.
because it like kind of
Amazing.
gives you who they are before it introduces them in the
Scorcher
movie.
7.
But I love his little like advertisement for his
It's like
drink.
2 seconds long.
It's the first one.
Yeah.
Do you know what I equated it to though?
Ja Rule.
No, the fucking when we did the Connor for Real movie, and he did that song about supporting LGBT plus, but he was like, "But I'm not gay." Like the whole song, he was like, "Da da da, not gay, still not gay, still not
Okay,
gay."
yeah.
He
And
just,
because
he's
in that
just
movie,
overly about the.
Yes, he was
Pussy.
so much
I don't
about
like that
the
word. I don't
pussy
know
that
why
he was
I
just
don't like
like,
that word.
Pussy.
I can say any other. I can say the C word more than I'd say the other word.
But it's sharp.
The
People don't like
the
it.
P word is different for me.
I don't
Maybe
mind
because
it,
of the
but I
way
know
it
I know a lot
feels.
of I don't mind that as much, but I know a lot of girls that don't like that word.
The C word.
No,
The P word?
Yeah.
What do they prefer?
oh no.
Is
I
that
was
like
thinking-
a
I was wondering-
conversation you have to
I
have?
was wondering the other day because I was
My
like,
hoo-ha.
Do you guys have any?
What do you-
Does anyone else have this?
Her
or is it just
whispering,
me?
her whispering eye.
Like just
God damn it.
the test is just saying it normally.
Just say it like puss. I can't even say it normally.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, right?
You're right.
Just say it normally.
he's
Just say it
like-
normally.
Pussy?
The bussy. What?
He did it. He got it.
Yeah.
I like to say the
Tara, you
badussy.
say it.
The badussy.
Is that the butt?
That's a butt pussy.
What are you saying?
What?
What do I
We
need
used
to
to call.
say?
We used
Say
to
the
call
word
it the BP in the
Without
back.
any
We used to turn it
inflection.
into an
Say
acronym.
it. Say normally.
The P word?
Yes.
Pussy.
No, you put a little.
Well, because it's
You made
weird
it-
that you're asking me
no.
doing
You
it.
made
Just
it
say-
cute.
Oh,
That's-
I
that's
see
the
what you're
point.
saying. I see what you're saying. You made
If you can say it normally, it doesn't bother you.
Pussy.
but it doesn't bother me.
Say it normally.
I think it's just funny though.
It's a
Because
weird one.
it's not one that I use often.
Sure.
Like you can say
Pussy.
penis, no problem.
Okay, she
right?
said it there. That was good.
was
Yeah,
not
That
penis.
was better.
That was good.
Pussy.
But you can also say
There
other
you
things
go.
like dick.
Penis.
Now she's like, oh,
But a
we're doing this
penis.
game? Yes.
Penis is that's a normal one, but
Pureness.
Penis.
it's a weird one for me. Not for me.
got
I'm trying to think of that
Not
dumb
for me,
joke
dog.
where it's like, it's one of my favorite C's. The pussy. But I can't remember the start of the
That's
joke.
one of my
TikTok. I think
favorite.
it was a TikTok.
One of my favorite things in New Girl that I felt like that made me love the show is when she can't say penis, like because she's so innocent she can't say it, and she just goes through that whole thing, and she's like, the pain in which I saw, she's the pureness.
I was trying to get a plane ticket today
Penis.
from here to Pensacola.
Without, don't sing it.
Do you know what the
Pens?
Do you know what the abbreviation for the Pensacola
Probably
airport is?
PNS.
PNS.
Penis.
Penis.
And you're on
Pens.
a penis-shaped
No, that's
thing
that's
flying
pens.
there
Penis.
to a
That's
penis-shaped state
Penis.
Wow.
into the Pensacola.
It's off to an interesting start. I
It
feel
is.
like already.
Tropic Thunder always, you guys, this is the show. If you don't
I
know
can
the
already
show by now,
I can already tell you before he makes it that he's going to use that the amount of times we just said penis as one of the intro things. I can already tell you.
Penis.
I can already tell you.
Penis.
Because you
Give
can't.
me the idea.
You can't use the other one.
I'm gonna have Wally go.
You can't.
And then we'll put penis after it.
That's what I said. You
Gives me
can't
the
use the
say it.
other one. The
Just
other one
say it.
can't be right up front like that. But penis.
I mean,
we
it can be.
It could be.
It is right
penis
up
could be
front.
right up front.
Right.
Hey.
Anyways, Tropic Thunder. What the plot? What it about?
What it about?
Through a series of freak occurrences, a group of actors shooting a big-budget war movie are forced to become the soldiers they are portraying.
Not just big budget, over budget.
Apocalypse Now,
which they talk
right?
about.
Yep.
What's his face in the beginning? Oh,
Yeah.
who was this guy? Who was the actor from Apocalypse Now? We were just talking about him last week. Boondock Saints guy. There was a firefight. Who was the fuck? It was.
Oh, William Dafoe.
Yeah, William Dafoe. Apocalypse Now, right?
Swinging.
Right out the gate. It's perfect.
Ben
the-
Stiller
the
looked
fake
bomb
arms.
in this movie, though.
He did get a little ripped for this
Him
movie.
and Adam Sandler have always been in good shape.
They're sneaky.
Yeah.
They wear baggy clothes.
Adam Sandler will put a little bit of a bell on, right?
But
he's
Adam
still,
Sandler doesn't have the arms.
He
I mean,
used to.
Ben
He
Stiller
used to be,
has
like,
the
low-key.
fucking arms.
Have
I
you
mean,
seen
that's
Don't Mess with the Zohan?
listen. To be fair, I did. I watched Billy Madison.
Such a weird.
I watched.
I can't believe I just did that with my hands on my
It's got Sony
pretty
guts.
good.
It's got
I
Sony
watched
guts.
Billy Madison the other day,
Yes.
and I always thought he was cute as hell. Adam Sandler, like in
I
his
mean, that
older
was
movies,
that was the
cute as
whole
hell.
I always
why
thought
he
was
got
cute
over.
as hell too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just chiming in.
I always thought that
Wait,
was
you talking about breakfast?
Like the charm
lady.
with him.
Well, no, the key to his success was he was that silent, like, but cute guy. Like, watch Airheads, right? The whole
Yeah.
plot point of him is he's just so cute and silent that
He's
girls
stupid.
just love him,
Yeah.
and he's just like,
He's funny. In that movie.
right. I ain't farting on no snare drum. But yeah, and then you look at him now, and you're like, well,
No, I still love
he was
him.
an old guy, but
We're all old guys.
I still love him.
we're getting old too.
I saw a shirt online that I
working on it,
read
baby.
that.
Every day.
It's in like my cart on Etsy, but it says like in my Adam Sandler era, and it just shows a bunch of him with like the baggy hobo clothes.
That's funny.
Just like,
I just bought a cool ass Taylor Swift shirt, but it's in metalcore writing.
That's tight.
Have you seen those ads?
No.
Yeah, I bought that. It's fucking
Nice.
awesome.
Nice.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
Over $20.
$19.95.
Oh,
All that
just
matters. That's all that
under.
matters.
Free shipping, and
I
it's already
also
shrunk.
think-
It looks like a fucking medium.
You know how everyone's getting those shirts made that are like the old like 90s R&B where it's got like the same person like multiple. I think I want to get that, but with my dogs on it. I have like the lightning strike in the back and everything, and it just
Just
says
like their faces off.
it just says like Aussie life or something.
Remind me to grab the shirt that my wife made of that.
Oh, we've
Of
already
herself
talked about
for
this. We've already talked about
It says
this too.
Tiffany on it, and she's got her face everywhere. And
That's
she's just
great.
like, I thought it was the funniest thing, so here you go. I was like, I will gladly wear this.
There you
I
go.
have a pair of pajama pants with my dog's faces all over
That's
them.
cool. Like
I don't like them because they're not comfortable.
pictures or like kind of like cartoony looking.
No, it's them. They took their
Yeah.
faces and just put them.
And they ripped them right off.
Just
Put them right on there.
I like it. Where to
But I don't
watch
like
Tropic
them. They're not
Thunder?
comfortable.
It's free on Pluto TV, but if you have a
so weird
subscription,
on TV.
Paramount Plus. If you want to rent it, Fandango at Home, Amazon, YouTube, Google Play, Apple TV, Philo, the Roku channel, I never know how to say it, Sling TV, and Fubo TV.
I-
Fubo?
Subscribe
I feel
to
like
Steve's
I watched
Plex.
it free
Don't forget
somewhere.
Plex.
I'm starting to do it. I'm starting to get into it.
Yeah,
now.
you get
I
it.
feel like
Dude, it's
I
the best.
watched
It's-
it.
Yeah.
The only when hockey's over, I'm canceling Hulu Live. That's the only reason why I have Hulu Live is for
Yeah.
hockey games.
It's so dumb that we can't. There's not an easier way to watch hockey games anymore.
it's pretty
Like it's trash.
I would say that
I have ways.
this is a compliment to you.
Well, thank you.
If I had to turn
Already.
on any streaming service, that has the most. Obviously, it has the most interesting stuff.
Yeah.
So I put it on there. I'm looking through everything. I'm like, it's like this is bangers.
Did you
central.
put Spice
Sometimes
World
I
on it
watch
yet
his home
for me?
videos. I'm like, I'm really bored here.
Yeah.
It's 4 a.m. No one else is awake. It's like, what's Steve doing at 93?
I have look. I made a live TV channel of all my home videos for my parents because my mom, so she does quilting and sometimes she just wants something on. And what's nicer than reliving your
It's such a nice
whatever?
channel.
So I have a live TV channel of that, and even one of my other one of my other friends is like, sometimes I put that on just to see what you got.
to
Yeah,
see what's going on.
he's
in
like,
the
oh,
Steve's
Steve's
life.
Florida trip in '97. Oh, look at that!
Have you put Spice World on it yet?
It's been on there for like a year.
Okay, then maybe I'll do it.
Yeah, I know.
I told you that was a requirement.
I have some cameos in a couple of those. Do you
Yes,
have,
you do.
Do you have the dances
Yep.
and stuff in there?
Oh yeah,
What about the hockey games?
8th grade
The ice skating?
dances. I got the hockey
Yeah, there's
games.
hockey
all
games
those.
in
Yeah,
there. Yeah, I've watched one
Yeah.
of the games.
they're not good.
It's just funny.
It
That's
is.
cool.
It's really.
I know that guy.
It's literally.
He's on my TV.
I spend a lot of time alone.
Well, no, the
Very-
best
it's a
part.
cable
know.
guy moment.
I know. What are you doing while you're watching that documentary?
Well, not only that,
Actually
but
cheering. I hope everyone has fun.
it's a snapshot in time.
Yeah.
It's a snapshot in time too. So like, let's just take like going to Florida in '97, right? What I just said. You're not only like watching my family there. You're looking and seeing what Disneyland looked like in '97 or Universal or whatever. And I think we went to Daytona. We went to the Kennedy Air Space Museum or whatever. So there's like all that shit, which is kind of cool. You know, just saying.
This was.
I mean,
I'm in.
I think about it.
it's so
yeah,
it's trying to explain. Like when I realize when I'm trying to tell what someone like what Plex is, I'm like, my
They don't.
buddy's thing. He's
They
got
don't
this
know.
whole like he is. I was like, imagine Netflix, but it's him.
But it's
And they're
him.
like, what? I'm like, oh my god, why is it so hard to explain to people?
A charcuterie board. One
It
time.
really is when you break it down, right?
Wine
It's
crackers,
like
is that
You're
it?
the
Wine,
stream.
cheese,
You're the
crackers.
thing. You're the network.
I'm the
And
server.
meats sometimes. Like,
I'm like, he has a server. Like, I get it
Salami.
now, but I'm like, you know,
I
she had
should
the
do
server.
that.
I was like,
Next-
he has.
maybe
I was
next
like,
week.
explaining that there's so much
not
content
gonna be
that you
here.
made your own guide. They're like,
then I won't
what?
do it next
I'm
week.
like, yeah, and there's endless movies.
Oh, wait.
Pretty much anything I want to watch.
too, right.
I
I'll
just
do a whole thing.
scroll and keep my eyes closed, and then I just hit something.
It's gonna be a back. You could also there's a random button. On
Oh
there.
man, I should way do that.
You should do that.
Yeah, see, I'm not. I'm like a toddler. Like I'm just starting to walk.
Yeah,
like
why
I'm
I
not?
got you.
Nail, though.
Well, so also you have your own profile on there, right?
Yeah.
So you can make your own watch list. You can make your own
I took them
like,
from the
Yeah, I saw that. I
certain
got
things
to
and
spend
stuff,
the time to do that.
which is
I
cool.
forgot.
Also,
I had
Plex
it in my
has
purse until I
other
got
stuff
here.
than just my
Yeah, they
stuff.
have
love
bear
some
movies.
purse
Yeah.
saltines.
Which is wild.
Wild. Anyway, Saltine's talking over here while we're doing our Plex thing.
Yep.
Shout out to Plex. We're gonna get a Plex sponsorship soon. This is gonna be the Decision Reel sponsored by Plex. Or by
Flex
Steve's.
in your Plex.
It's probably just gonna be sponsored by
Zesty?
Steve's TV.
Zesty?
Hold on. Kellogg's makes saltine crackers now.
Apparently.
Sponsor us.
I've never seen that before. I feel like eating saltine crackers on a podcast is the worst idea possible.
Nope, not with wine. Come on.
You're just making dough.
What? Wally ate a piece of cracker and he goes, "Is this a thing? Crackers and wine?" I said,
She's
"Yeah,
introduced
yes,
me into
yes."
You're
being
supposed
a
to, and you
wino.
brush
Okay,
the
okay.
crackers,
Yeah.
the crumbs. That's the word. Into the wine.
Do
Get a
you
little
really, or you
treat.
just make that up?
No, it's like a little treat.
No, he's
I mean,
actually.
I don't do that.
Oh
but-
shit! All right, let's get
I
it.
told him. I
Let's send her.
said next week I'm gonna
He's like, I
bring.
put 'em all in.
I'm gonna bring like a makeshift charcuterie
Like,
board
you
with
gotta
my
let
wine.
that
That
sit.
one's a big crumb.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
learning
Learning.
life with me.
But I told him, I said next time I'm just gonna bring like a makeshift charcuterie board of like random shit, and he was like, "No, not next week. I can't be here." So I told him,
Following week.
"I'll wait."
Okay, no, he's gonna wait.
I'll
Speaking
wait.
of not waiting,
Oh,
written by Tropic Thunder, Justin Theroux, Ben Stiller, and Ethan Coen.
and Justin's not in this anywhere, is he?
He's in one split-second scene because he was being a stand-in for a part in which Tom Cruise's character says, "Hey, who's the key grip on the set? Punch him in the fucking face." He gets punched in the face while not being seen.
That's a punch
I must have
too,
missed
by the
it.
way.
I didn't even
Oh,
pay
yeah.
attention
That
because I
fucking
thought of it when
dude,
when
that
his
guy
name
Well, he's
came
not
up.
there. You don't see his face.
But you know what I mean?
He
Like,
was in that scene. Yeah.
When his name came up, I was like, but he also acts. Why would he not also like?
He's done
somewhere in this.
more writing and
Oh, yeah.
producing than he has acted.
Remember when him and Jenny Aniston were a couple? That was cute.
I don't really. I'm sure that was a huge moment in
I
your
feel like
life.
she
but-
dated everybody.
Yeah, what a fluke.
Kind of how famous women do it.
That's probably right.
I feel like they're allowed though. It's different.
Or it's
Not
not,
that the
even,
regular
real
person
quick.
isn't allowed. Sorry,
Or
that's
it's
not
Hang
what I
on,
meant.
hang on,
It's
hang
not
on,
even
hang on,
real.
hang on,
Yeah.
hang on, hang on, hang on. What? Celebrity women just date everybody? Is that what we're saying?
I mean,
No,
I
I
feel
just said
like
I feel
J-Lo's
like
on
she's
her
deleted-
eighth
I felt
divorce.
like she's dated a lot of people.
She's leaving him again.
Fourth, and those are rumors. No one has said that, so let's not believe everything that.
but
the
if you
news outlets
divorce
put out.
one person twice, that's still two.
Oh my God,
divorces.
Leonardo DiCaprio has dated like 120 20-year-olds.
Yeah, that's
for him.
We
God,
weren't
that's-
talking about.
Oh, it's
we
good
weren't-
for
We weren't
him.
talking about him.
I'm just saying, good for him. But if
I said it was allowed.
hold
I
on.
said it was fine. I didn't.
I'm-
there was no shade.
I'm
I
dating
said
the
like
girl
they're
that's
allowed.
2 years older than me.
what is? How's that relevant?
She's robbing
You were
the
talking
cradle.
about, you were talking about an older guy dating a younger girl.
Because he's almost 50,
Sure, just a number.
and none of his girlfriends are older than
I mean,
24.
I like a 40-year-old.
yeah.
The way you said that was such a straight like.
That was
I
honest.
like-
You're 35.
Yeah, but that's still.
Okay. I like a 40-year-old too. I have one living in my home.
Ew. No.
I have one
I was
living
waiting for you
in
to
my
say something else.
house.
Please say it. Please
I
say it.
have one living in my home.
He's living in my home.
In the cabinets in the crawl
Don't
space.
worry, he'll come back.
really funny when
We
it
went full
happens.
Tug Speedman.
We did.
Juggernauts.
I got your TiVo.
I got your TiVo.
Can we say something about that scene real quick?
Which one? The end?
The only
That
scene
was
I hate
so
in the entire
committed.
movie.
He was so committed. What are you talking about?
Was it because he throws a little half squat off him? and
No,
goes
it's because
flying?
the CGI runaway.
Oh yeah, it's so yes.
He accelerates so fast. I'm like, jeez.
I feel like that was like we got to do something here because
Yeah.
what happened to him?
He needs
we'll
to get
do
away,
something in
yeah.
post. We'll do
Yeah.
something. in
And
post.
he's just that badass, right? Like
Yeah.
he's in there by himself,
gone.
delivering a
Oh, he was so
TiVo.
How
committed.
does he flying the flaming dragon headquarters? And he's just an agent.
He
Flaming
was
twagger.
so committed to his
Fuckface.
client. So committed to his client because he even said earlier that he was like, "Who is that another agency?" When he was like talking to him, and he was like, "What?
Don't you fire me.
You know how he got there, right?
Got where?
Got to Tug
The G5.
the G5 with his son. He
What?
took the G5
Did
yeah,
he
yeah.
really?
plane.
Him.
Or you just
You
think
mean
it's just
No, they
you mean
showed
he
him
flew
on.
there?
Yeah,
I thought you
okay.
meant to the.
did they not
The
put that?
compound.
Was that like a different version, like a theatrical version? Because I don't think that's in the normal TV
So
one.
right at
They
the
show them
end,
flying
They
back.
show them
Yeah.
flying back where he's all
Oh,
dirty
okay.
in the G5.
Oh, okay.
I still think the funniest part.
Player.
Player. The bet not only is Tom Cruise great, but Bill Hader's just over his shoulder the whole time. Just like gassing him up, dude.
Fuck
I
that
even
ass,
love
yes.
that little back and forth they have when they're watching the awards, and he's like, "Couldn't have done it without you." And he's like, "Really? I did?" No, a monkey could do your job. And then they just start laughing, and he's like, "Oh, okay, no, but
No, really.
a monkey could do your job."
No, see, I like the
Don't
line
forget.
before that where he's
Don't
like,
forget.
"That's fine. Just go to all the parties and take credit for everything I did. It's fine. You can do that."
But seriously, a monkey could do your job.
Player. I'll just start doing that all the time now.
And a lot of money.
This is one of my dad's favorite movies.
And it should be.
And when I told,
Yeah.
Bottom G.
I think I told Emily, I said, "Oh yeah, that's what we're," because Randall was like, "Oh, what's the?" I said, "Well, we're doing a rewatch," and I said the movie, and Emily was like, "Is Dad gonna be on it?" And I was like, "Oh."
I didn't know. Maybe.
He loves this movie. He had a quote from this movie as his ringtone for a very long time.
Which one? I gotta know.
Hold on.
I gotta know
Give
which
us
one.
the character, and we'll tell you which quote it is.
RDJ.
Okay, so it's him probably
Playing a dude, disguised dude, dressed as another dude.
farting in bathtubs. No, it's not
I'm
that
a
one.
lead farmer, motherfucker.
Oh.
That's one of my favorites.
No, it was really bad. It was one I advised him against having as his.
What do you
ringtone.
mean, you people?
Yeah.
Nope.
What do you mean?
been
The
Oh,
other
he's
really bad one.
Is it the one where he's talking
Man, that
about
was just a sing song
certain
of the
McCraw
Jeffersons.
dads down there?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Yes,
that's
sir.
how we talk.
No, it was when he said that you don't go full.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, that's literally what I was talking
That's
about.
what-
Bark
okay.
bathtub.
That was-
Real quick, I know we got to
Oh, but
fly
I was
through
saying
this.
that was
say
the
it.
specific part
You
that
can
he had.
say it.
No, I
We're
don't
talking
want
about the
to.
movie.
This,
But that was what he had as his specific ringtone. Is that quote.
Sean Penn.
I am Sam.
I'm saying.
I'm saying.
went to the Grammys.
Came
Never,
home with
Not the
never go
Grammys.
full retard.
Grammys are music.
Went to the Grammys, came home empty-handed.
Okay, the part where he's watching him act Simple Jack to the people, and
Connect
he's
with
up there.
audience.
Yeah, he's just like, see, now we can sit back, you can look at it, you can connect with the audience. It's genius. And he's like, come on, man, what are we doing here?
Yeah, I love that. I love
What-
where he's like, you see what he's doing? Like, well,
This movie's a great measuring stick for how everyone's like how media's changed.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Over the years, because I remember watching it the first time and it's like, oh, this stuff's kind of cool to joke about. Obviously, it's very not cool to joke about, but at the time it wasn't as frowned upon,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
So
it
you
was
get-
just a joke.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it started off with specific parts. This has everything. This movie has everything you shouldn't joke about. I remember earlier on being more sensitive towards the racial portions of it, and not as much to the mentally disabled portions of it.
Well, hold on. We've
But
talked
now you
about-
watch the whole thing, you're like, oh fuck. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
just
you're like,
all
oh,
bad.
wow.
It's
So
all
we've
bad.
talked about this numerous times on this podcast.
Yeah. Never
They can get away with it because they're not putting Robert Downey Jr. in blackface, and he's playing a character, right? They're not
playing a
making
dude dressed as another.
they're not making Ben Stiller dress up as Simple Jack and he's playing in the movie. They're playing an actor who made these bad choices and realized
They figured it out, dude.
right.
So I said this before.
That's the way you get away with it.
One of my favorite parts of that speech that he does, and I think this goes back to
Neil
where
Armstrong.
the more you watch it, picking up like the smaller things that are funny,
Yeah.
is when he's doing that speech to him and he's breaking down other actors who have played those similar roles and didn't go full into it.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't remember. I think it might have been when he was
am
talking
too.
about Forrest Gump. When he was like
2002.
Forrest Gump, and he was like slow, show. When
what'd
he
he
said
say?
show, when he was like sure.
Show.
One of the funniest, how it just came in there,
Show.
like slow, show. But he was a war hero. He won a ping pong tournament. Like, he
But
was
the
like,
way he's just like, you want a ping pong tournament, you can't win that if you're.
he was a war hero.
One of my favorite RDJ moments in the whole movie is not because I'm like sitting there watching. It's where he's talking to the drug deal, the Flaming Dragon or whatever, when he's like dressed up as a Viet Cong or whatever. And I'm like,
Another
holy
language.
shit, he's acting as an Australian, who's acting as a black guy, who's now acting as
Asian.
Viet
a
Cong,
Viet
whatever.
Cong,
Where were they?
and speaking Cantonese or whatever they're
Amazing.
speaking.
Bullshit.
I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Like, this is movieception. Like, he's so deep into character.
But also, how good is Robert Downey Jr. to do that?
Yeah, that's
Dude,
what.
I love
one of the 4 parts of this movie that
Wait.
gets me crying.
Where is your farm?
He's like, "Hey man, we're fucking lost." He's standing there. He walks out. He's like, "Hey man." He's like, "Scorch a tooth." He's like, "What you working?" Oh, he's talking about his workout plan. He's like, "You shredded like a julienne salad."
He says, you look like, you look like Rambo.
He's like, yeah, well, I
got
didn't want to
tips?
go to. And
What?
he's like,
Got any tips?
Get him, man. We're lost, man.
We're fucking lost.
And they call Sandusky
going in the
everything
wrong
but
direction.
Sandusky. He's like, Mikulski.
It's so good. It's very good. It's
oh my god! At the
Captain
very
Sandusky.
end, where they finally get his name right as they're like dying,
he's like-
and he's like, "You know my name."
That
Another small note that I've always missed, but I've always seen at the same time is when they're pissing. And he walks up and he starts pissing, and Robert Downey Jr.'s talking to him. But then Ben Stiller comes up,
And he actually uses the
fucking
fake.
stabs it instead of opens it, and he continues to talk.
It's like-
and it sprays him in the mouth. He's like, "Oh!" And you see Robert Downey Jr. in the background go like,
What the fuck is he doing? Yeah.
And then how he just like shakes the can after it's done, and then throws the can on the ground and walks away.
"It's perfect. It's so fucking perfect."
I also love when Jack Black finally admits,
jelly beans.
admits to them, I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't really jelly beans, and as though none of them knew he was
Right.
on drugs the whole fucking time and was going through withdrawal. He was like,
I don't know about this
Absolutely
man.
no character arc for
I'm
that
gonna,
guy.
Yeah.
no,
he's like, I'm
right
gonna
in
bet
the
it's
opium
Hyde.
just tie me up.
When
You
he
gotta tie
sees the
me up.
cow,
Yeah.
It is funny.
don't you go out.
Stroke the shaft.
I'm gonna bet it's Hyde.
Swallow the gravy. Bring it over here.
He's
like-
breathing. Dude, he's so aggressive.
I'm
in
gonna
it.
tell you guys I'm fine, but I'm not fine. Keep me tied up. And he's like, "Hey guys, I got through it. We're good. We're
Yeah,
fine.
like
We're
5
fine.
minutes
I'm
in.
fine."
You know all those things I was saying earlier? That's crazy.
Do you want the other one?
Damn it. It literally just.
We don't need it's
We
a
better
just
hurry
top.
up. They're like, they're gonna be passed out for 16 hours.
Oh my god, you put such a.
That's a
Those
big.
aren't crummies, man. That
Yeah,
was a chunk of
that
cracker.
was a chunk. It was a cracker.
Actually delicious.
I feel
And that's
my
like-
face is
Here,
warm.
Oh, okay,
and
wait.
I'm flushed. I
I
feel
told
like.
you.
how I had
These
like
are,
a
this
little
is
bit.
Yeah,
just,
good night.
This is
just
delightful.
smell this one. Remember what Josh described it as?
Let
Do
me
Get in
does
there.
smell good.
It's
Take a pull of that.
it's a
That
pull.
smells
The
very-
you
first
smell
one.
the chocolate?
A little bit of the chocolate. It smells a little
Is this
floral
the
too.
chocolate notes in the? Yeah, the cherry. Ooh, they're.
That just smells good. That smells
Ooh,
good.
that'll light you up, boy.
We'll get the bottle.
No. I like it. Anyways,
Here,
this
try
is
that one.
directed by.
The chocolate's usually an aftertaste, so give it a second.
All right, so we're gonna have another camera on this show, and it's gonna be down here looking at the table of the wine.
You'll
that
just
we're
see
drinking.
my glasses disappearing twice as fast as everybody else is.
You're twice the amount of person.
That's delicious.
As we've talked
That's
about.
very fucking good.
Maybe
That's
I should
literally
put-
like a
Told you,
chocolate
told
cherry.
I'm off.
Maybe I
more?
should put like a meter right here of emptiness.
some more?
Yeah, I'll
Side of
Joe,
this.
fill me up. Buttercup, baby.
just call me Buttercup.
Never let you down.
Love that for
let you
me.
down.
Mess you around.
Dude, that smells
Where's
good.
the
Told you.
Here, have more of this so I can have some of that.
If anybody's interested,
want that?
if anybody's
I
interested,
do,
this
but
one is
I'm
from
heavy,
already
dude.
warm.
this
It's
one is
heavy.
from Port of Leonardtown Winery, and if you want to go by there this weekend, you should go by there on Saturday
That's what's the title?
because
Sorry,
there's
so I can see
there's
the
a
title.
band
take
there
it?
on Saturday.
Yeah, because I'm gonna drink. Well, that yeah. Finish,
Black
yeah,
Forest
polish
Wall.
that
Sorry, I
off.
like.
Yeah.
There's a
gotta
band there on
chug it.
Saturday.
No,
if you
take
want
your
to
That's
time.
my
Enjoy it.
my porn nickname.
Walnut.
Are you busy on Saturday?
Black Forest Waltz.
Anyone want to come to the winery Saturday?
I'll be out of town if you're playing Friday. I'm looking for something to do Friday.
No, Saturday. Oh, we do play Friday. Oh, but it's in Deal.
Sorry, I'm busy.
Yeah, it's a hike.
It is.
Don't do that.
It's not too far. It's like an hour.
I'm busy.
I'm busy.
Are you busy?
It's my birthday.
I know. That's why I can't be there because I have the show.
Anyways, directed by Ben Stiller.
You're not going to be at Steve's birthday?
No, he's going out of town.
I'm taking my. I bought a
Did
whole
you not
house for
even
my
think
family.
about the fact that it was Steve's birthday?
I did. What
God.
I do when I first walked in here, Steve.
He handed me my birthday present.
What was it?
Go ahead, Steve.
It was a Metal Gear Solid record soundtrack of the second
Yes.
Nintendo game.
I felt this to be the most rare, so buy it while I can.
It was on
That's
45.
that's a thoughtful gift.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
you
no.
guys are adorable.
Once I bought the first one, I saw this one. I was like, I'm going to complete the collection for my boy.
Nice.
So this is how we're going to do this. It's
Anyways.
easier because I'm not good at thinking of this shit either.
I'm like a really good gift giver, then also the worst.
Me
Like,
too.
Oh, no, I'm a
one
great
or the
gift
other.
giver. I'm a great gift giver.
Well, like for your parents, it's like they have
Will you get me?
everything.
We'll see how good of a gift giver you are this weekend.
Do you want some wine?
Nope.
Oh.
Terrible.
However. Anyways, back to Tropic Thunder. It was
Yes.
directed by, for the
I
seventh
got you a
time-
shot this past weekend. I feel like that should.
Oh, you did?
We're
Yeah,
so
I did,
close.
remember? The one that Brant poured in your mouth was from me.
It was at the semicolon.
That sounds provocative.
The one that Brant poured into your mouth.
I was wondering why I felt
was it a
pretty good that
that
night.
was a man pour? Hmm?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. I poured
Towards
one
the-
into Randall's mouth. Brent poured one into Steve's mouth. Mike just
That
took it
sounds
mid-song.
so
He just dropped his hand from guitar, took it. I don't know how Vinny got his.
Good for you guys.
I'm glad
It's
my
all the
parents
same
were there.
shot, but it just
Oh,
transported.
speaking of, and then you can go back into like what you were doing. I brought out a tray of shots, as I do when I go see music, because I support local music
Oh, thank you so much.
with their shots. I brought the
give them
tray of
shots.
shots out. I bought one for like me, my sister, my cousin, and her friend as well, because we were there, and then the band. My cousin did not want hers. Fine, I was gonna give an extra to like the band. Some girl I do not know, have never met before in my life,
Sure, she just drank it.
came up and was like, "Can I have one?"
And you
Was she-
said no.
I said yes, only because right in front of her, Michelle went, "She can have mine." And I was like,
Was she?
no,
No.
but I have no idea.
Fluffy?
Oh,
She was.
What? Did you get what I was trying to
She,
say?
no,
I got it.
Okay.
Listen, honestly, she was hot. She was
A
adorable.
fiducie.
I want to be friends. I want to be friends with her, based off of just a superficial like
Hey, girl.
seeing her that
Sure.
night. But it was the
Maybe she knew you and you didn't know.
so listen, I'm in the
it was
flip.
one the confidence, but also two at the same time the audacity
How
of
dare
like,
you?
can
but
I
yes,
have one
you
of those?
I found myself in a peculiar shot
As though I
position
didn't count them out
on Friday,
specifically.
where I was walking out of the
Standing
bathroom
on your head.
and the table right next to the bathroom had gotten shots. And like as I was walking by, someone just like, "Here, man." I was like, "Awesome," and I just kept walking. And they were like, "Cheers!" Like,
Which that's great. That's luck of the draw.
Like, I don't know if they
No.
thought I was with the group
yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever,
Oh my
but it was
God.
That's
great.
awesome,
amount
and
of
that's luck.
trust.
Yeah.
That's luck of the draw. But for someone to be over there
Yeah.
and to see me walk out with a tray of shots and to come over and be like, "Can I have
She
one?"
hawked it. She was like,
She caught.
Like-
Yeah.
She saw you
That's a
from the
winner.
bar and went, "I'm
That's a
following
fucking
her."
winner.
I hadn't even sang yet.
That's a winner.
Wait,
She
you
just
sang?
was like, "I'm
winner's
gonna
a- a
approach
winner's a
this
win.
person
Yeah,
and ask for a
exactly.
shot." We
I don't
did
care
that.
how it got in my
Wow,
stomach.
I
It was
don't
just
even remember.
Yeah,
there.
we did. You don't remember me going up on stage and being like, "I don't even have to adjust this microphone stand." Because I took
A little too many twisted.
Because I took Miller's mic
Steve.
stand. I took Miller's mic and
I
I was
don't
like, I
remember
don't even
being
have to lower this because he's
Smashed
short.
either.
I
I mean,
hate, I hate
But
to
I'm
say this,
short, and so I
and
always
I
have
love
to
you,
lower the mic
But
stands.
you've always been kind of a lightweight. Most of the time, don't.
Were you twisted, Steve?
What you do is you tend to take maybe two drinks right out the gate, maybe sip on a third. But if you break that
Unless I bought
doorway,
you a shot.
if you go into the next 2 or 3, you're done.
Well, and I bought him a
You're done.
shot.
I
bought
get
him a
drunk.
shot.
I get
Yeah,
drunk
you're done.
fast. I'm
No,
a,
no,
like,
I'm not-
I feel
yeah.
the first beer.
Someone
in my veins.
else
I'm
that
like,
night
whoa.
called you Twisted Steve, and I need to know who it was
Yeah.
because
That's your alias,
that's
bro.
my thing.
Don't Twisted Steve.
You just look back there.
We
I don't
had.
remember you singing, so
We
how am I going to
all,
remember who said
we
it?
all
just
had
tried
a
to do a
kick
big
out of
old
it when
teddy
I
bear.
called
Yeah,
you
yeah.
Twisted Steve at Tiki that time, and we were like,
yeah.
"Oh my God, that's perfect!" Because he showed up drunk, showed up to the show drunk on Twisted Teas, which is why I
That's
called
what
him
I'm
Twisted
talking about.
Steve that night
I get it.
or
I
that
went
day.
and played golf that
I
morning.
understand why.
Our
Hold on.
show started at like 2 in the afternoon, and he got there at like 1 and was already drunk.
All right.
But someone else called you
Hey,
Twisted Steve.
hey, Steve. Who was this movie directed by?
I'm really having more fun talking about this, though.
I know.
But this movie deserves
Okay, fine.
our attention. It was directed by Ben Stiller.
Did he choose the big hands?
No.
That was
Or
all.
was it?
That was all TC.
Yep.
Yeah.
He said he wanted to dance and he wanted big hands.
Genius.
And he wanted to drink Cokes or Pepsi.
And he
or
and he
whatever.
danced like this.
Get him
with his hands.
Get less of
perfect.
Coke.
With
I
the,
love how
with the
he takes-
rings.
Bank that ass, Les. What?
He's got the rings on his hands and everything.
Yeah.
He's just up there like.
Playa.
He does the Cena thing.
Playa.
When Bill Hader walks out and just kind of gets up and does like a little walk around and then takes the remote and just and puts the music on. He's like,
Perfect.
hands up, and he's just like.
Ridiculous.
It's perfect.
My dad also loves
Ludicrous.
Low by Flow Rider, so it works that it's in his favorite movie,
Weird.
like one of his favorite movies.
I mean, +1 for your dad. Because this movie's up there for me, too.
This is up
He's
there.
This
Top-
movie is
top
rated
line.
He's a
R
trip.
for pervasive language, including
What?
sexual references, violent content, and drug material.
Yes.
All of it. Yes.
100%.
You guys remember that time I brought wine and we got.
I killed one. The thing I love the most. He's like
Amanda?
He's like Vivica, get off the line, please.
That's probably not even her real name.
And starts going into like the details.
I'll
Yeah.
get some hydrogen
panda?
peroxide.
Panda.
Oh, don't scare me like that, Tugger. He's like,
I love that he
No, but
calls
they
him
didn't-
Tugger.
they didn't
Like,
give him the
it's
TiVo.
just so funny.
Whoa. They didn't hook up your TiVo?
he's like,
He's
yes,
like,
I
it's
am the set.
I've got
Right.
I have cable. It's basic cable. It's fine.
No, what do you say? I'm beyond the set
I'm
now,
beyond
or
the
something. I'm beyond TiVo now.
Yeah,
Also,
yeah.
what a moment in time where he was watching Star Trek on an iPod.
Dope.
Remember that was
Was
the
it
thing
even an
back-
iPod or was it an MP3?
It was an iPod.
Okay,
But
because it
it was
almost
like one of
looked
the
like one
first
of the older ones.
Yeah, one of the first generations, one of the ones that first had video on it was probably at this time. Crazy, because I remember people doing that. I'm like, what are you doing? Who wants to watch it on this big of a screen? Now look at us.
Yeah.
We're just
Like, hey.
watching it.
That's all we
Do
do.
it now.
Look at us.
Yeah.
Who
Crazy.
who would have thought?
This is starring. Let me just go through the list.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
long.
big
There's
list.
a lot of it.
Ben Stiller, Jack
We'll
Black,
be here
Robert
when
Downey
you're
Jr., Nick Nolte, Steve Coogan, Jay Baruchel, Danny McBride, Brandon T. Jackson, Bill Hader, Matthew McConaughey, and Tom Cruise, amongst other people, but those are the most notables.
How long did it take you? Like, I recognized Cruz right away, but I have friends that didn't.
Really?
I have
I'm
a couple
trying-
friends
yeah.
that
Right
were
away.
like, "Oh, it looks familiar."
Immediately.
I mean, they
Immediately.
recognized it was someone, but at first they didn't really know who the fuck it
No,
was.
I think
immediately.
it took me until after the first scene, like after, because he's not there, right? He's over
The
the
big
screen.
monitor,
Yeah.
I immediately got it. I was
Yeah,
like,
that's TC.
I think I was
Yeah,
more paying
abbreviated.
attention to like what was happening in the scene,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" Okay, whatever. What about a key grip, punching him in the face? What's happening here? And then like the next scene where you're finally like with him, I was like, "Is that Tom Cruise?"
yeah.
And what a weird, like, it's not even like a fat suit, but it is.
Right.
But it's just like, it's got to be like 1 millimeter, like the tiniest
nothing,
thing of
yeah.
silicone just to make the littlest bit of difference. Like,
Or Tom Cruise is that small?
I mean, he is a small fella.
Right.
If you think about it, this
Yeah,
movie's
He's a short king.
He a tiny.
the characters in this are legendary. Like when you talk about acting careers, and you
All of
mentioned
them,
you mentioned Cruz, you're like, oh yeah, Tropic Thunder. You remember his role in Tropic Thunder? Or you
This
remember
is his best
RDJ,
role. Sorry,
you're
not
like,
sorry.
you remember Tropic Thunder?
Sorry, not
RDJ?
sorry. The only movie I like him in.
I know this is like the
Wait,
skid mark
who?
on their
Tom
like
Cruise.
repertoire,
I know,
but it's
right?
not. It's
You
so
know,
like top
you know how I
tier.
feel. You know how I
Peak
feel about
comedy.
TC.
Yeah,
You know I'm not a big TC fan. He killed this shit though.
it's funny.
Like,
I mean,
Yeah.
Speaking of RDJ, the
Love him
only
in this.
time I could tell it was RDJ acting is when they're in like the hut and he's like clearing the hut because he kind of like walks.
Oh.
He walks like RDJ walks. I'm like, other than that, you couldn't tell it was him. You know what I mean? Like it
Yeah,
wasn't.
yeah,
You
yeah.
didn't even think about
He
it.
embodied
Yeah,
those
for real.
that character.
I don't want to
playing
be
another
this
character.
guy to say it, but he plays Black Man real good.
Yes, 100%.
I am invested.
Can we say that?
I just did.
Well, he's an
I want to see
Playing an Aussie as a black
Right.
man.
He also did break characters of DVD commentary. And he
Which
does
so-
the
Actually
DVD
isn't-
commentary as him. Anyways, good.
cell phones. Give me cell phone. I've got no cell phone, man. This is head to toe legitimate.
RDJ is actually in like my
This
top
motherfucker's dead, guys. Sorry.
top 5
He's top
favorite
tier.
actors.
Top tier, man.
He has been for a long time.
he can kind of
really
just do
happy
And he's
he
like, and he's like a
balanced
bad
himself.
boy, you know.
Well,
so it's like
that's what I
nice.
was gonna say. Really happy he
Survive.
balanced himself out because he went through.
Oh yeah.
He could have lost his whole acting career, you
He
know,
kind
and
of
he did
did,
for a little
yeah.
bit. So I'm so glad he balanced out and got back into it.
It's
There's a-
almost like he's not a good actor, but he's a really good one at the same time. Because if you look at some of the other movies, the characters that he play feel like they're almost too much.
I
Like
agree.
if you,
Yeah.
like Sherlock Holmes. I love these movies, by the way, and I love him. But like you get into Sherlock
He
Holmes,
was surprisingly
Yeah.
great at Sherlock. At
but
being that
the
person.
character just felt so over. It felt so over the top.
Right.
But it
It was
works
him-
for him.
Yes.
It was him being
Specifically.
It was him being Iron Man.
It worked. So,
Yeah, Sherlock
but it
Holmes,
was.
yeah.
But it was the.
I am
The
Sherlock?
quippiness. It was the quippiness of it.
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
his little like tweaky.
And I love those movies as
Characteristic,
well.
yeah.
And I'm waiting for the third one, which they're supposed to be making one, but it'll come out eventually.
One of my favorite movies that he did was Due Date with Zach Galifianakis.
Oh man.
Great. That's where they travel in the
It's
car,
'cause-
right?
it's 'cause-
Yes.
You
He
wanna know
goes
why?
limp in
Have
the
you
car
guys
because he
done
fell
that
asleep.
yet?
We haven't.
Because I think it's on my list, but I wasn't sure if
That's
you've
a
done it
good
yet.
And Danny
When
McBride
he-
in that is the
Yeah.
fucking Union, Western Union guy.
Jamie Foxx is in it when he picks him up. One of my favorite parts of the entire movie is when Jamie Foxx comes to pick them up after they get into the car accident.
Mm-hmm.
And Zach Galifianakis is because he's like, leave him. No, leave him. And he's like, come on, look, he's sad. Like, so he calls him over. And before he was like ready to like forgive him, or not forgive him, but you know, welcome. And before he even gets to that, he's like, are you ready to apologize? And he's like, what? And then he's like, okay, take Sonny. If you hand me that dog, I will break it in half. One of the best lines
Sorry, that was my stage name.
in almost
He does one of the best
any
socially
movie
inept actors. Zach
I've ever.
Galifianakis.
The first time I ever watched that movie, I spit out whatever I was drinking. This is not a lie. Spit out whatever I was drinking, and I was crying. I missed the whole rest of the scene because he was like, I will break it in half if you hand me that dog.
Speaking of Danny McBride, in this movie,
Tiger
Oh
Monkey
my God,
jumps
yeah.
nuts.
Dude,
I don't want to have to spoil it. He's my favorite character.
Yeah, all right.
Like,
It's hilarious.
for real, dude.
I
Pulls
love
his hands
how-
off. He,
Oh,
what the
Candy
fuck?
Powers. Candy Powers.
We're gonna talk about how you
You've
just
got
grew
arms?
hands.
That's what Jack Black's character is. He's like, you grow hands? Yeah. He's at the very end.
And he almost says it like happy for him.
Yeah.
Like,
Four leaf.
yeah.
The only part that I
42
have a
big.
quam with in this movie is when he pulls them off, those would just pull off, right? It's not like hooks are embedded into your stumps.
Well, they had to look. It would have been.
There's
awkwardly
there's
long.
little fucking things in there that we can open and.
I know that. But I'm saying, so Danny McBride pulling them off wouldn't have been like, oh, they came off, and then looked at him to see he had
Yeah,
hands. He would have went, oh, my bad, dude, you got hands, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Hey,
And
Four
then-
Leaf, did you cry?
You mean he didn't react right away?
No,
because he was like,
because they strap them. They're not like installed into.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
they strap them on.
Right.
So
They what?
strap on?
yes,
Yes.
Yeah, it's not.
but on your arm.
I mean, that's
Hey,
the
whatever
thing.
works.
Yeah. Runtime
I'm
of
into
Tropic
peg legs.
Thunder.
Again
Oh
with
my God.
Keep going, keep going.
Runtime of Tropic Thunder, 107 minutes. For a comedy movie, this is a little long. Obviously, it's like
No.
right at 2
Only
hours.
a
But
smidgen.
I feel like this movie isn't just a comedy movie. Think about the last act. There's a lot of action, like scenes going on in this,
A lot of production.
right? So
Yeah, the production. Good night. Can't wait for budget time.
But to be fair, like seriously, like think of everybody that's in this movie. Think of all the special effects they're doing, but behind the scenes special effects. Like, okay, the first scene of the movie where they're actually shooting the movie and we're watching it, it looks good as fuck.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
100%.
When Ben Stiller's like getting bullet ridden or whatever, survive, and he's like, it's hilarious. But then when they stop and then everything blows up, you're like, what? Oh fuck, you know?
I just like, should he be crying if I'm crying? Like, it's just,
Oh, now we go back and rewrite.
yeah, now it's a rewrite.
It takes a Chinese New Year to cry.
Stop on me, pasty tea bag.
Can I take a pee-pee?
Yeah, I gotta take a pee pee.
And then at the end, he's like, oh look, you're crying. It's good.
That's where Danny McBride comes in, and he's like, I got 200 pounds of shit in your pants ready to go.
I like how his character has the fucked up ear and the fucked up hand.
Yeah.
It makes sense. He's
Absolutely.
the pyro
He's
guy.
the demo guy, yeah. He's like, I got Ting
guys
Ting and Ling
it
Long up
happen
here with
again?
blue balls. They're ready to squirt.
I've been wanting to
It
dress
happened
up
again.
like him for Halloween.
Oh my God, we're not
so
going to
long.
talk about this again.
What?
I would do nothing but
it.
I wouldn't break character.
Oh, if you did
Whole
RDJ.
night.
We're not
Whole
talking
night.
about it again. We're
Gonna
not
make a
talking about it.
pee-pee.
Can I make a pee pee?
I'm Sergeant, whatever.
Lincoln, what's his
Osiris,
Yeah,
Lincoln Osiris.
Sergeant Lincoln Osiris. When I first read it, I thought it said Sergeant
Crawfish.
Lieutenant Cyrus. I was like, what? Yeah.
Ringo Cyrus.
We've talked about this too many times.
He can do it. It's fine. I will
As long
back
as he's
him.
You don't
playing an
get to-
Aussie who's
I don't
playing
think
a
any
black
of us
guy.
are the ones who can give him permission for
Can
that.
you
facts.
do? Hold on. Can you do a good Australian accent?
Oh God, it happened again.
Can I replace it with a different one? Like
No.
a British one?
No, because you would have
Because
to
you're
be
playing him playing.
I could work on it.
Okay.
If I
Do it
needed
right
to
now.
be done, then I would work
Right
on
now.
it. I
Right
don't think
now.
I could
No,
do
no,
a good
no.
one
He's
right
got
out the
time.
gate. I
He's
don't
got
think I
time.
can do a good one.
Just
But
just oi.
for the sake of the role,
Put another shrimp on the barbie or whatever the guy says.
you watch that really happen. Dingo ate my
I
baby.
think, hey, watch boy.
Pump your brakes, kid. That man's a national treasure. Are those the theme song of the Jefferson? Just because the theme song don't mean it's not true. Dude, the amount of shit that Robert Downey Jr. says in this movie that you're not paying attention to, that's a joke, is too much.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
And that's like what we were talking about earlier. The random
Just the
things that he
responses,
does.
You got any tips? Any tips? Give me that goddamn map. We're fucking lost, man. God, I love this movie.
All right.
Release
I don't
date.
even remember what made me cry. What were we?
You
I don't
pasty
even remember
teabag.
now. Why would you assume that's what it was?
Because that's
Is
when
it
you
because
started
I'm
laughing.
pale?
That's when-
Is it because I'm pale?
That's when you started laughing.
Follow me.
I will say,
It,
somebody.
it was the pee. Yeah, it was the pee-pee. Yeah, take
It was the pee-pee, of course,
Yeah, it was the
because it comes back to talking about penises again. Anyways, Steve Coogan, we don't talk about enough.
Who?
Steve Coogan, the director.
Oh
who
yeah, yeah.
steps
yeah,
on a
yeah,
landmine
yeah,
and
yeah.
he's fucking dead, man.
Okay.
I thought
That's
he
my
did a
what
great.
the fuck. That's
well,
my what the fuck.
I thought
You
he did.
started corn syrup. Oh.
When you
corn
think back
syrup.
to the first time watching that movie, though, I think there's not one person that was surprised that he got blown up. You know what I mean? Like you.
No, I was
I
definitely
was. It's like,
fucking
oh shit, there's
surprised.
That's
old
what I'm
minds
saying.
out there from.
No, that's what I mean. There wasn't anyone who wasn't surprised. Like
No
you were
one wasn't-
watching that, like invested in what he was about to do, and then he just explodes, and you're like,
You're right. I was waiting for them to film the movie guerrilla style,
Right.
and
and then he
just
explodes.
pop, like a
Yeah.
Pops, too.
water balloon,
Pops.
right?
There's your opening scene right there.
There's your trailer.
That's so good.
Damien, there's your trailer. God damn it. And fucking when Jack Black gets back into character as they're like walking away, I always like laugh at
Oh
that
my
because he
God.
just starts talking. I'm like, what are you doing, guy? Like,
Oh yeah.
They just jump, just
Yeah.
jump right into it.
it's funny. Anyways, release date.
This motherfucker's dead. They do a whole half a scene while he's just back there.
Fucking guy's dead. Release date August 13th, 2008.
Prime time for movies.
Does this
That
make
whole
you feel old?
2006,
It makes me feel
2007,
old.
2008.
That's my childhood.
Yeah, I was 20.
Sorry, can we cut?
But also, it's him hanging back
the
there.
whole
yeah.
time. Then
And
the
not just
explosion happens.
not with just when
Got
they
that
zoom
booty
in on
sweat.
that and he
Yeah,
says something,
busting
but
nut.
when they're showing them and
Busting
he's just in the
nut bars.
background, just like
Yeah,
hanging
hanging
from
there.
the thing.
What's his face? He's got all the guts on him.
Oh, dude.
I'm gonna
Sandusky.
bet it's Hyde.
I think that's when that was my first
I can't.
like part of the movie where I knew it was like minus the blood squirting in his face where I knew it was all like a fucking joke.
Oh, when he's like,
Yeah,
he's
'cause
trying
in
to
the
plug
beginning
it.
it's
The
start
whole
getting-
fucking
He's
head.
like, it'll be
and then there's
fine.
little things that happen. It's like a blood squirt, and then the fucking it just zooms on him doing
Gets-
this, and the dude's
And the
When he
guy's
gets
got-
hit in the head and he's like holding it and he's like, what are we gonna? He's dead. What are you
easily
doing?
the worst accent too. By the
Yeah.
way, is Jack Black's accent.
Yeah.
Bunga fucka, whatever he says. Yeah,
that sounds like a fucking pirate.
it's hilarious. But
It's what is he trying to do? Like New York or something? Like,
I don't
he's
know.
so
No idea.
aggressive. He's so
It's too-
aggressive with
too
it. He's like
aggressive.
yelling.
It's great.
He's got bleach blonde hair and those red sunglasses things. It's a weird character.
it makes
It's
no
a,
sense.
it's they threw that together. They 100% just were like, put him,
just
put him in the
bleach-
movie.
just bleach his
Yeah.
hair again.
You know what? You read the lines how you want to read the lines.
One of my favorite things with him is at the end where the truck blows up and he's just like, my ass.
And it's in slow motion. And Ben's
Rolling
rolling
around. He's on his
funny.
back, legs up, just like holding his ass.
All right,
no,
box
that's
office
empty.
that week, the top 10.
That's empty.
Number 10,
Sad.
Vicky Cristina Barcelona.
Damn.
That movie's weird. I don't
Is
like it.
it?
I don't even
it's
know
two
what it is.
first names and a weird one.
Yeah, it is. So
Barcelona.
It's actually Barcelona.
it has ScarJo in it.
You're saying it wrong. It's Barcelona.
It has ScarJo in
What
it.
is that
It
from?
also has
The breakup.
I like me.
No.
Oh my
some
God, why am I
Johansson.
blanking on her name?
I would
The
take her
Google
out
one.
on
no,
a
no,
nice dinner
not
date.
not
Internship.
Salma Hayek.
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
other like
I'd
big.
take
I like
Salma
that
Hayek
movie.
and
No,
a
a lot
nice
of people
dinner
like
date.
You know
but
what?
it's not
That's
Salma
good.
Hayek.
Yeah.
It's a feel good.
I don't
feel
think.
good.
I don't.
What's the other?
You're not
oh my God,
Googly
what is
enough.
the other like?
Selma Hayek?
No, not the other one, who's like also really well.
I don't know
known.
what that is.
Look at these elbow sweat lines.
Look at you.
I'm warm.
Is it hot in here?
It's not you, it's me.
It's not you, it's me.
Yeah, it's the wine. I'm sure everyone else is comfortable. I'm just.
Ah, Penelope Cruz. Jesus Christ, that was gonna drive me nuts.
Yeah, they the same.
Also beautiful.
And Javier.
Shooting spink.
Bardem. Yeah,
With
he's
Javier
in it, and
Bardem.
ScarJo's in it, and he's like dating ScarJo, but like Penelope Cruz is like his ex-wife. But there's
I think you're the only one who's seen the movie.
They're
at this
like-
table.
I think you're the only one that
Very
abbreviates
close.
a lot of actors' names too.
You didn't.
You abbreviate a
Oh,
lot
you
of
do, yeah.
actors'
who else
names.
do I do?
Everybody.
I don't know.
RDJ?
Name another one.
Name the
RDJ.
big
We
ones you
all
like.
say RDJ.
No, we don't.
I prefer the surname.
I
He
say
did
Robert
multiple
Downey Jr.
times
I don't
today. RDJ.
I
Rewind the tape.
don't believe I did that.
Robert Downey
Yeah,
Jr.
name another one.
Say,
I just say it so
give me like
fast.
your top 5 big
Robert Downey
actors.
Jr.
Ryan Reynolds.
Okay.
Keep,
Oh,
keep
oh,
going
RR,
because
that's
you
my
don't
dog.
you
RR
don't
is my dog.
you don't abbreviate
Go to
that.
R.
So that's
Just name actor.
Robert.
Paul Rudd. I call him Paul Rudd.
No, you call him
yeah.
P.
I'll call him a lot of things.
No, you call
But when I,
Daddy.
but when I
Zaddy.
talk about him,
Zaddy.
I call him Paul Rudd.
You know, Paul Rudd, daddy.
Look at us.
Ryan Gosling, I call him Ryan Gosling.
I call him Ryan Goss.
RDJ, I
Rygas.
abbreviate, but we all call him RDJ.
Look, we'll call it out next time we do it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I wish that you
the-
would.
I wish that you
I wish
would.
that you would.
The dark chocolate notes that I'm getting in this vino is incredible.
And it's,
It's
like,
good, right?
but it's like aftermath,
And then
right?
you get
It's
that
not
that
immediate.
fresh,
Steve, would you like to try
blast
that?
of, the fresh blast of
good.
cherry on the
Give me the
aftertaste?
fuck, give me the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, get in there.
Take a little swig of that.
Okay.
Fucking
That's
put
gotta-
any boogers in it.
Like
Jesus
we still have to
fucking
drink.
Christ.
We're still gonna drink some of it. Let it simmer
Yeah, get some, let it marinate.
to get the chocolate.
It's good, right?
I did.
It's a little dessert wine.
I feel like I just ate like one of those chocolate cherry.
Thank you.
Perfectly,
That's what-
right? Perfectly. That's
It's done so
exactly
well.
what
I
said.
wasn't over.
It's done
I
so
wasn't
well.
overselling.
All right, top 10.
You
Top
know
10.
what,
Top
sir?
10.
You're on it.
It's done so
I
well.
try.
What a guy.
Robin Hill
Honestly.
also has one that has notes of chocolate in it. Same thing, where it's like an aftermath of like as you're drinking it. So good.
Number 9, Step Brothers.
Oh,
Big one. That's a big one.
it is.
That's a
Belly
big
full of
one.
white dog shit. And
When-
then drop this on
Another.
you.
When was that
listen,
one released?
We've done a.
2008, but
If
maybe like
Josh,
July.
if it
I'd
was
say
in the
July.
top 10,
No,
It's
he's
been in
right.
the top
Hold
10
on.
for 3 years.
Back then, they could have been for months. I think that was maybe a July
it still
movie.
would have been
Right.
Could've been.
2008, though, is what I'm
You
saying.
just said what month
no,
did that come out?
Everything's fine.
What I was teasing is he said when did, and
You
you
have to
said
call me
2008. Obviously, it's 2008.
Why'd you let us do that?
I'm still
You
on the
guys-
high of what he was talking about.
How would you
before.
describe that? Ow.
You know,
Step
now that I'm
Brothers-
thinking about it, tuxedos were pretty fucked up.
Tuxedo's fucking weird.
Step Brothers, though, like we were talking about earlier, another that's more quotable to me than Anchorman is. Step Brothers.
He is
Of the
two-
Will Ferrell movies,
Do
I
you
think
know-
that one's the most quotable.
Did you like Anchorman 2? I'm just going to throw that out there.
I did, but not as much as the first
Not
one.
Okay,
nearly.
I think,
Yeah,
I
it
think
didn't
that's
touch
why.
the first one.
I
like
think that's why I don't. I like Anchorman, but I don't
The
love
battle.
it because of the second one.
I like the bloopers for Anchorman 2 more than
more.
the movie.
It touched my leg. Doesn't have to like a comic.
No, when Steve, the
like a
bloopers
hard
between Steve Carell and Kristen Wiig, where they're trying to say their random like weird stuff, so fucking.
So the
funny.
problem with the second
Jim
one,
Carrey.
and the reason I think I figured it out is because it was like the first one on steroids.
It's
so
the
like,
shark.
They
Right.
did. They,
It's
it's
the
the
shark
over.
that
It's
does
the
it.
They just
over
let- yeah.
correcting, not over correcting, but you try to do too much
Yeah,
to
yeah.
beat the first
Yeah,
one.
It
first
was
one
almost like monologues of like their comedy, each of
Yeah.
their comedies.
Right.
And it
Well,
was
they
just went on
literally,
for
they
so
probably
long.
said, we don't got an idea.
just let him go.
Shoot.
Well, and we've
go.
He
seen that
still does a
happen-
podcast as he has a Ron Burgundy podcast to this
kinda
day.
tight. That's kinda tight.
It's
And
crazy.
we've seen
a
that happen
whale's
before. There
vagina.
was another. I can't remember which movie it was, but we were talking about a sequel of something, and it was the same thing where it was like they
Speak
tried
Spanish.
to outdo it, and then it ended up
Holy
Go fuck
jeez.
yourself, San Diego.
ended up being too much, where it wasn't like
I'm
you went too far. Ron Burgundy.
I think so.
I don't care. That
Who
movie's
put
great.
a question mark on the teleprompter?
I want to say something. I've said this every time this comes up. There is a separate Ron Burgundy movie called Wake Up, Ron Burgundy, that was made from all the outtakes of the first movie. They made a full theatrical movie about it. It's on Plex.
We
So
should review
is that available on Plex?
It's on Plex.
Is that
It's
on
hard-
my
it-
Steve
it's-
subscription?
It's hard to find, and I just want to say the reason why I did start Plex was sort of because of that movie.
Wow.
It's one of those.
Foundation.
Well, it's one of those like, hey, I can't find this movie anywhere. How do I watch this? And I
And
used
I
to
want it.
right, but I used to do a thing where I would download movies and I would watch them all the time, whatever, and I would figure out
Call it
ways.
what it is.
I would hook my laptop to my TV so I could fucking watch my movies upstairs, right? And I was like, this sucks. There's got to be a better way. So then I got into, okay, well, I
Salt in
can.
it.
What?
Cheese.
Nothing.
You know, I can, just watch
Typing.
it from my computer downstairs. Then I found some other things. Then I found Plex. I was like, this is everything I've wanted, but better. And then I
She said.
went on from there. So that's where
Like
we're at.
what's like butter but better? Is
Margarine?
that, yep.
Ooh, no,
Better
no,
but better.
Have you seen?
Nice
not.
salty butter.
It's not.
Delicious.
Have you seen Kate and Leopold?
What?
Kate and Leopold.
No.
What? You've never
neither
seen
have I.
Kate and Leopold
Neither have I.
with Hugh Jackman,
I think you're the only one.
Meg
guy.
Ryan, Sabretooth from fucking X-Men 2,
Gotcha.
The
See, that's
wrestling
how I'm way better
from Goon.
guy? Yeah, I got it.
Brecken Myers in it.
You know,
Wow.
I know what it is. The more actors you name is not going to make it change that I've
I
seen
might,
it or not.
I might pick that next week
thanks.
because that movie is.
Are you
really
next?
good. I am.
Wally's not here next week.
I am not here.
Are you going to
You
be here
gonna
next week?
I don't know what to.
I will be in shark
What are we going to
infested
do?
waters.
We need someone here. If neither of them are
watch
going to be
it.
here, we have to fill the
Anyways,
fill the
number
void.
8, The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants 2.
Oh, not as good as the first one, but
These jeans are getting old.
Being tight.
Second pair.
I'm wearing the jeans, but I'm undoing the top button, but I'm still putting the belt over so you can't tell.
It's like
I
turkey-
can't
turkey
remember.
neck
I
pants.
can't remember if I fell for Blake Lively in that movie or Gossip Girl. I can't
Didn't know
remember,
she was
which
even in
one.
there.
Yeah.
Number 7, a movie that I have a very, very hard time with, Mamma Mia.
Never seen it.
Here I go again.
Yeah,
Is it
I
Here
don't know how
We
to
Go?
make
That's
fun
the
of it.
second one. Is here I
Mamma mia.
Yeah. Here we go. Here
She
I
knows.
go
She's the
again.
singer.
I've never seen it. I just make fun of it.
Love.
Yeah, because it's fucked up.
All right, keep it going. Keep this
It's
thing
so
going.
good, but it's so good too.
Is
I don't know
Isn't
who
it
I
a chick
fucked. Who
flick?
could,
At the
who could this
same time.
18-year-old girls be between these 3 dudes that I fucked one summer? I don't know.
That
Is
happens.
that what that movie
Yes!
is? I've seen it. I know exactly what
It's
you're
so
talking about.
fucked up.
But that, I mean,
Is it? That sounds kind of.
Get a
And
paternity
even more
test.
Sounds like a
fucked up,
Southern
and
Mail in summer.
This will be directed towards Tara because Tara knows her rom-coms. But what was the movie where it was Costner and
Kevin.
he had sex with like
Tin Cup.
generations?
rumor has it.
Rumor has it that's even
With
fucking
Jenny
weird.
Aniston.
Like daughter, mom kind
Because
of stuff.
Jenny Aniston
fuck,
thought
they had the daughter
Jenny
and
Aniston thought he might be her dad.
Oh, and then he banged the
Well,
daughter.
the
gotta make sure.
basis. So the basis of the movie.
You know
they
what?
Live,
This
they're
feels like
from-
me.
Listen,
Sorry, that was gross.
Mark Ruffalo is also in this movie. Mark Ruffalo is also in the movie. Jen Aniston finds out that basically the movie The Graduate with Dustin Hoffman in it was based off of her family.
Wait, it's a movie in a
Fucking
movie.
full circle.
Yes.
He said, it
Kevin
feels like me.
Costner. Kevin Costner is Dustin
this.
Hoffman's. Is Dustin Hoffman like that? Kevin Costner is based off him.
Intergenerational.
I know
And
this.
so, but she goes because she thinks Kevin Costner might be her real dad because her parents were
But so
pregnant.
she bangs him, knowing with the thought.
Oh, could you be
After
my,
she
my
finds out
mom's
he's
dad?
not.
Oh, well, hey, good news. You're not my dad.
because
What's wrong, Joe?
Because he can't.
You are my sister. You are my sister.
Because he had. Oh wait, what do
Do
they
you
call
like
it?
that
Do you
movie?
remember?
Do you like that
Blunt-
movie?
Blunt
force trauma.
testicular trauma.
Do you like that movie?
It's cute.
Do you like it?
It's not
But you
in like
don't
my
approve
top.
of Leonardo DiCaprio? Huh? But you don't approve of Leonardo DiCaprio doing what he's doing?
He's running through it though.
You're
Is
not
what I'm
wrong.
saying.
Your mic.
You're not wrong.
Like, just there you go. There you go. Okay. There you go.
Anyways,
But it's not in my top rom coms, but it's cute.
It's cute. It's cute.
I also love her in that. Like she's got really long hair in that. She doesn't usually have really long
I
hair.
like a long hair.
Speaking of cute, number 6, The Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor.
The worst one.
Yeah, it's
Terrible.
really bad. They
is
they
that
recast
the
my
TC
girl.
one?
You know, during that really limited section of Friends where she has that really long hair, like when she's in Rockstar, really long hair, it's still that hair because I think it was made around the same time.
I
So it's
Courtney,
like-
I like Courtney Cox's hair too. I think it's relatively long.
No, it was never.
Yeah, it was.
No.
In one season, yeah, in the older seasons,
No.
for sure. Yeah,
No.
Okay.
I want to say something.
I feel like you
like
shouldn't.
Courtney's Cox.
I feel like you shouldn't go against. You shouldn't be going against me
This does feel familiar.
on a friends reference here. Like
I mean, I'm not going to argue, but I mean,
Mamma Mia.
longest her hair was like here.
yeah, that's long hair.
Yeah, but
That's
Jen
really
Aniston's
long
was
hair.
like
Yeah,
here.
Yeah, we can't. There's
get
nothing.
it.
You're like all.
Like to her hips, like long.
She my ass
I like
hair.
both. I'm just saying.
Just Jack Black. My ass.
Jennifer Aniston, she
He's
looked
holding his ass, and he's like in underwear. He's like,
not
"My
Jenny
ass."
Aniston. Jenny Aniston looked great the whole time. Courtney Cox's best season physically was right after they got engaged. She was like glowing that whole season.
Do you say Jen Ann?
Jen Aniston.
No, she said Jen, not Jennifer Aniston.
No, I don't say because that's just a lot.
Does that count?
Jennifer
No, does that
count?
Aniston is a lot.
Does
Put it
that
on the
count?
list.
I'm just
That's an
asking.
abbreviation.
I've never
Jen
heard
Ann?
anybody go starring Jen Aniston.
Okay, but her actor friends call her Jen Aniston.
Are you her actor friend?
Duh.
If they do it, I
You know
can
what?
do
The trigger
it.
You know what? You know what?
How dare you?
You're right.
I'll let that one
That's
get
my
away.
fault. That's my fault. I'm sorry. I want to say
the
on
audacity
paper.
of you saying that we're not
You're right.
friends.
On
though,
paper,
is like-
Jet Li as a mummy is fucking awesome.
On paper.
And the Terracotta Army.
Tara.
Kinda.
I'm glad that that's the only thing you caught there. All the things on paper.
Yes.
All the things on paper
love my own
for that
army.
movie, it should have been a smashing
Is my
success.
nose as red in person as it looks on that camera?
No. You're not. Can you just stop looking
No,
at it?
it's the light. It's the light.
Dude, look at me. I,
I
look
thought
like
it was
an
the
alcoholic.
wine.
Don't
I thought it
worry
was the
about it.
wine.
I'm fucking shining every time we come in here.
You ever notice that if you ever watch these back, they don't look like these monitors?
It looks a
As
little
soon
bit,
as I get a
though.
little warm, I
Red
get
as
turned into
fuck.
a fucking
He
cherry.
looks like he has sunburn.
You do.
There's a
I
red
also
light on
have-
his face.
I also have sunburn, like genuinely.
You
But yeah.
don't?
I do.
I'm in the sun.
Not
bro.
on your face. Who would see that? We can't see that.
I know, but it's also on my face. I'm just
Oh
showing
my
you a
god,
different
it's
part
not.
of my body.
It's not. I'm looking at your face. You don't have sunburn.
I'm not looking at your face.
my body.
Why not? Rude. Rude.
Number 5,
Keep it going.
You don't have sunburn.
one of my favorite
Oh,
Seth
no.
Rogen
You do.
movies.
You do.
Number
I
5,
told you. God damn it.
Seth Rogen.
Pineapple Express.
Oh, very big one. There's a lot of comedies
I
in
love.
this.
Yeah, that's what this is a
Like
heavy hitting
hefty
summer.
comedies.
This is.
Mr. Folges.
This is back
Listen.
when you can make good comedies. That's why.
I need to say, I think this is quite. This might be one of the strangest
Listen, you
mixes
gotta get hit in the face
of
with a
top
coffee pot,
tens.
bitch.
Do you know what I mean? Multiple crazy comedies, raunchy comedies, multiple rom-coms, a musical was thrown in there. This is a weird little.
What does he say?
Mix
And
of
that was my
movies.
favorite century, whatever, architect.
Yeah, that was my second favorite civil engineer.
There you go. Yeah, yeah.
One of my favorite parts is where Dale Denton puts his arm through the window in the door. He's like, "Hi, nice to meet you." And he like, shoves his arm through the door. And
I gave him the Snickle Fritz.
yeah, fun fact about that whole scene: the fighting scene was real.
Oh.
And when Franco hit McBride in the back of the head with that bong, he actually got a concussion.
Oh,
like it
fuck.
didn't.
shit.
It didn't shatter the first time. It was like donk, and he was like, and he was like out against the wall.
Isn't Seth
my cat's
Rogen?
birthday.
Isn't Seth Rogen like dating a high schooler in that movie?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the whole point. It's
See,
fun.
That's
Whoa,
the
whoa, whoa.
whole point.
Common theme.
He's not as old as he is in the movie. He's supposed to be like 2 or 3 years out of high school.
He looks way older than that. in the
Well, I mean,
movie.
it's Seth Rogen. He's always. Have you watched? There's a show called Undeclared where he was literally in high school, or Freaks and Geeks. He looks like
Yes.
he's 30
He looks like
in
he's
that.
30. Yeah.
So does Jason Segel. Jason
Right.
Segel looks way
Well-
older, I feel like, than his character.
He looks younger in that. I'll say that, which is weird because they were all together in those 2 shows.
Oh, has everybody watched the Mean Girls musical?
What was
I
number
assumed
5?
everyone has.
I have not.
No.
I like Mean Girls.
Was it good?
I do like that.
It wasn't. It was quite entertaining. If not everyone likes musicals, I get that.
I'm not a musical guy.
But
I
if
grew
you
up
take
watching The Lion
if you
King.
take that part
It's
out of it,
Aladdin.
I actually do think
It's
it's
a
quite
whole
entertaining.
new
I actually think
I
it's.
mean, I
fun.
like Mean Girls. It's very quotable.
Arabian
Well, and Tina Fey is still in it. So is
I like,
Tim Meadows. They're both still in it.
Hotter than hot.
What's the song where he's coming in as the prince for the first time to the
Prince
fucking...
Ali,
Hidden Bed's so good.
That's
Low-key
a big one,
bangers.
but you forget. You forget how much of a banger Aladdin was.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he was.
That was a big one.
Right.
Wait, we did this last week, but I don't think we finished. Did everyone say what their favorite Disney
I was
classic
Lion
movie
King.
was?
I was definitely Lion King cat.
Because
What
I
did
didn't
I
finish
say?
where I was going with that. You were Lion King.
No, we had.
Classic Disney movies.
I know we had a joke about. the
I
Lion
said
King.
Beauty and the Beast because I was like, I like
Gaston.
Gaston.
Yeah.
Right,
And you're
that's
like,
why
that's
we veered off.
Misogynist.
Like, were you being serious or were you
was
trying to
perfect.
stir the pot with
This
the
big guy
Gaston?
just mowed through town.
Yeah, serious.
I know I
the
had mentioned
boss.
The Little Mermaid, but that's not like my favorite. I
Okay,
just
but-
know it's good.
Okay,
good,
well,
though.
I was asking what your
It's
favorite
good.
was.
I don't
so-
know.
Oh, you know what?
Oh, it's good, but
Aladdin.
Aladdin's good.
now that
man.
you mention it, Aladdin's a banger.
Yeah, I
So-
know, right? You forget about it because I don't think you watch it as frequent as you see stuff from Lion King, right? So
agree.
it's like you go to catch it again, you're like, oh yeah.
Well, it's because
oh,
the characters
fuck.
aren't white. It was like the first. That was like the first. It was like the
I
first
mean-
Disney movie.
I mean, I watched Pocahontas
He's
the other
not
day.
wrong.
Yeah, see?
He's not
Half
wrong.
white.
What characters in Lion King are
Underage.
white? What the fuck are you
You
talking
just-
about? Those are animals.
You just assume
They're
they
all
were,
white.
except for Earl.
They're
What's his
not.
name?
Are you sure?
Are any of the animals
Jonathan
black?
Taylor
and
Thomas
Lion
was
King?
white.
Are
No,
any
we
of them
can't. We
white?
can't do that.
Come on. Someone has to.
Listen.
I mean, Jeremy Irons.
The reason I-
Let's do it. Let's fucking.
So, okay.
So Timon or Puma? Who would have been?
They're both white.
Are you sure?
100%.
I would have to go with they're both non-white.
Timon and Pumbaa are deaf hyenas.
Oh, they're all.
Okay,
Can't say
maybe
it.
what's
I
number
can't say
5?
it.
Go ahead.
Okay, no, wait.
Go ahead, Steve.
No.
Why
Right
don't you
now-
continue what you're about?
No. Right now,
That's
if
'cause
you
it's
had to say.
it's voiced by Whoopi, right?
Yes,
Is it
one of them.
voiced
One of them.
Voiced by Whoopi.
Look, I was on point. I knew it. What?
That was a
Right
sister
now-
act.
Right now.
If you had to say, name Disney movie. Classic.
Aladdin.
Like a classic one.
Yes.
Aladdin or Aristocrats.
Oh, I forgot. Did you
I
mention that?
love
said that last
Oh, who
Aristocrats.
says Anastasia?
I love Aristocrats. No one does, but
Whoa.
Maybe.
Maybe,
Sorry. See, I know what's up.
Look, it's
When
gonna
he's
be
like in the
a little
Nike
weird, but
cursor.
Sleeping Beauty was real good too. That's old.
okay. I just need you to name one. I don't need you to go through like all
That's
the ones you
old.
like.
Has anybody
like,
seen-
I love
hold
Lion
on.
King. That's my favorite. That's my
huh?
favorite. I
Lion
said it.
King, Aladdin.
Let's go. Aladdin.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go, Aladdin.
There is a thing.
Oh, God,
This is
damn
why I was
You see
asking.
peer pressured as fuck.
There,
Yeah.
Oh,
there
There's something she's
is.
building, and something's coming.
Yeah, there is a
God damn.
thing.
Yeah.
No, this is not, nothing, no insult, nothing. There is a thing, like people have talked about on the internet. I know multiple girls who have talked about this even in person, where every guy from our generation that we've asked this question to, Aladdin or Lion King.
There's like
100%.
4 movies
That's
to
it.
watch.
Those are the ones,
100%.
even now. Like Aladdin, most of them Aladdin, second in line, Lion King. For their favorite
But it's
Disney
because
movie.
it's easy to think about, and you watched it the most.
Yeah, that's because I can think of a lot of other movies I would watch before both of them.
All right.
Disney classics.
Early 90s Disney movies.
Hey, hold on. Have you ever seen The Incredible Mr. Limpet?
Toy
I
Story
don't
was a
even know what that
Disney
is.
movie.
Okay,
It
it's-
was a
It's not as
fucking.
Pixar.
She
but
said it's not.
Pixar
She said it's
later.
not classic.
No, it's
She said
not.
classic.
Well, Toy Story is a
You
classic,
want like
but
animation
Toy
board
Story
stuff.
is Pixar, but Disney now owns Pixar, which is why now they can say it's a Disney
Whatever.
movie. But
All right,
back then
whatever.
it wasn't.
Okay,
a Disney
so-
movie.
Nobody not know who Don Knotts
Yo,
is?
Cool Runnings Disney movie.
Yes.
Damn that.
Forgot
was-
about
love
that.
Her- but it's not
Hey,
Hercules.
Sanka.
Hercules
you
was
dead, man?
fucking a banger
Oh, we did.
too.
Someone did mention
Hercules was
last
a
time.
Hercules,
banger.
Mulan also
Oh,
a
what's the
banger.
one with the Cusco?
I can go the distance.
Emperor's
What?
New
With the
Emperor's
what?
New Groove. That's one of my favorites.
Rescuers Down Under, Steve.
Rescue Down Under was great.
Rescuers.
Pull the lever.
That's a
Wrong lever.
Hocus Pocus Disney movie.
Yep.
It's
I
just
knew
a little
that.
hocus pocus.
I'm still Lion King. Out of all these, Hercules might sneak its
Hercules
way
is
in
good.
I
there,
love
but I'm
both
still
of the
a Lion
Rescuers
King guy.
movies.
I might be
Rescuers
putting all
Down
those-
Under and Rescuers. Love both of
Those
those.
are emotional.
Down Under is
Yeah.
the best one.
Same with like Fern Gully.
And
Fern
Joanna.
Gully.
Joanna from Rescuers Down Under is a princess, is a Disney princess, and I'm
Was there a DuckTales movie?
Yes, I'm looking at it right now. DuckTales the movie, Treasure of the Lost Lamp.
Look at me.
Look at you go. See, this is why we need that fucking thing.
The
Remember
Lost
that? Yeah.
Lamp.
But like, the Rescuers Down Under. You remember this, yes?
Yeah.
With the mice.
Mighty Ducks.
The Rescuers Down Under. Do you
Do
remember
too.
the bad guy
The
had
Muppets
that
Christmas also is a fucking banger.
lizard thing that
Yeah,
like
blew up the
that
kid?
that
Komodo
big
dragon.
that was like his
Komodo
partner in
dragon.
crime. Her name was Joanna.
Oh,
And she is an
Adventures of Huck
unsung
Finn.
princess
The-
of the
the
Disney
big-
World
big-
because
yeah.
I watched that movie and she will forever be my favorite character in that entire movie.
Interesting.
Is the
Nightmare Before Christmas. Is one.
the movies with Chance and Shadow, are those Disney movies?
Homeward Bound.
Yeah.
I think they are.
Fox and the Hound.
I don't actually.
Blank check.
Don't ever speak of that movie in my
You just
presence
brought up
ever, but
Homeward
don't
Bound.
ever. He did that. He did that.
Dude, Jungle Book, also a
That's
banger.
a banger too.
That's how I learned how to
Fucking
scratch
big.
my
Look
back.
for
I'm not even
the
kidding.
bare necessity.
I still do that on the
simple
doorway.
bare
You find a good door jam?
necessity.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Get
dude,
in
the
it.
big green.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking like
That's
the
Unplex.
the Wish Sandlot kind of.
Yeah.
There was all those like sports movies.
Oh,
for kids.
Goofy
Wait, remember the
movie, Steve.
Ladybugs?
I got with Unplex.
Rodney?
Yeah, that's Unplex.
I would say
Rookie
when I
of the
was-
year.
Goofy movie. Come on.
I'm snapping back.
Leaning Tower of Jesus.
The Goofy movie, I
great.
did watch a fuck ton.
And tell me you
that
don't
was
tear up
95.
at Goofy and his son.
Dad,
tell-
yeah.
oh,
Well, have you
Yeah.
watched it now being older?
it's no, I don't want to.
Oh.
I don't think I could
You're
take
like
it.
Speaking
he-
of
like
Ben
he's-
Stiller,
Like your dad just wants to hang, bro.
Heavyweights.
Oh, heavyweight.
Don't
Also
even. That is,
Disney.
we've done that already.
That's fucking
did.
good.
It's one of my
Ben
favorites.
Stiller. That's
I will
fucking-
watch that. Uncle,
Anyways,
I'm feeling skinny,
I can
Uncle
read these off
Tony.
all fucking day.
Get off the scale. What? All right, number 4.
Josh Burnbad, come on down. Get off the scale, son.
Sorry. I didn't mean to lead us into a Disney deep dive, but I love.
We are running behind.
I could do Disney. I could do Disney movies all day, every day.
4, Mirrors. That has Jack Bauer from 24 in it. Old Kiefer Sutherland.
Reefer.
It's where it's a
good
horror
name.
movie where things are happening in the mirrors and they kill people.
I can tell you every
was
other
okay.
movie
It
in
was
this
okay.
top 10 until this one. I would watch over.
It was okay.
because I have no idea what that.
I would say Mirrors would be a good movie to watch if you haven't seen it, if you're looking for a horror movie.
I know. I was about to say Muppets Treasure Island is probably my favorite Muppets movie. Sorry.
up there.
Let me turn this off. Let me get this off.
No,
We're
because
just gonna keep
Muppets
going.
Christmas
Tim
Carol
Curry
is a
right?
jam.
Curry.
Yes, he is. Yeah, he's in it. He's the bad guy. He's
Top
the-
3 in no particular order. Then we got to guess the order. Tropic Thunder.
Are we doing these things or are we not doing these?
Whatever you want. Star
Wally
Wars.
never does it. He
The
just
Clone
does them.
Wars. The animated movie.
Fuck.
And The Dark Knight.
Wait,
Oh
say
my god.
what is it? Tropic
How
Thunder.
long has Dark Knight been in theaters?
So, Tropic Thunder and the Star Wars, The Clone Wars, their first week. The Dark Knight is in its 5th week.
Oh, that shit.
And this is just opening, right? That's how we judge these numbers. I always get confused with this.
Yeah, how much money it's making in the weekend?
You
Just
said
that,
Tropic.
just
This
that
was his Tropic
specific
Thunder's
weekend that
third.
it's in, right?
You said that's his first week.
Okay, I'm gonna go Clone Wars, Dark Knight, Tropic.
Okay. Where is he?
Oh yeah,
Falcone.
there's more children.
Are there though?
I wish
Wait,
there
Dark
were.
Knight. That would have been with Heath.
Yep.
I want to see how magic.
Someone do the Michael Caine. Someone do it.
Michael Caine.
I'm Michael
Klein.
It's
I talk
lower.
like that for 4 days.
Michael Klein.
It's lower than you think it is too. It's like Michael Caine.
Michael
It's
Klein.
breathy too. It's more breathy.
Very
than you
breathy.
think.
It's very
Michael Klein.
English. You know what he ate.
All right, what do you got, Tara?
I've got Dark Knight,
Number 1.
Tropic.
Number 2. Clone
Clone
Wars.
Wars.
Number 3.
Yep.
What do you got, Josh?
Dark Knight,
Dark Knight.
Clone Wars.
Clone Wars, then
Then
Tropic
Tropic.
Thunder. And Wally's got
Clone Wars, Dark Knight. I
it
get
is number 1, Tropic Thunder. Number 2, The Dark Knight. And number 3, The Clone Wars. Damn.
Tropic
this movie.
knocked Dark Knight in just week 2 out of top spot.
5. It was week 5.
Oh, it was.
That's-
Oh, I
that's
thought
the
you
reason
said
I
week
said-
2. I
yeah, I
100%
said
thought
5.
you said week 2.
You heard me say 5.
I
Oh
asked.
shit,
I
that's
did. 'Cause
why
I heard it, and I said it changes things.
I
I
100%
still
thought
went-
you
and I
said
still
Dark
went
Knight
for
was
it.
in week 2. That's why I
still
did
went
that.
for it.
I would have done it differently. I thought
I
you
heard
said
it and still made the bad choice.
I thought you said week 2. That's why I did that.
Have you
Fuck.
have you seen that thing where it's like I like how Harvey Dent didn't recognize the Joker until he took the nurse's mask off, and he's like, like he didn't know it wasn't a regular nurse until he got the full mask off.
And I like how his face is like, hi.
Yeah.
Budget
R.I.P.
time.
Oh man.
What do we think it costs to
even
make
knows?
Tropic Thunder?
I'm gonna go 115 mil.
Sure.
115.
Yeah, that's off the cusp right there.
What do you
Your
got?
answers are always off the cusp.
I do.
I-
You sounded inebriated as fuck right there.
It was because I was laughing.
I was like, you sound like
You guys
you
are doing. You guys are doing
shouldn't
shots.
drive.
This motherfucker's dead, man.
Motherfucker's dead.
Your eyes are the cusp.
Yes.
All right, I'm at 115. 115.
115.
Stop looking at me because I always feel like you're using me.
I'm
Cheers.
using you.
You don't know what mine is.
1
Thank God he's here and he has to go last.
0
What?
7.
A little bit lower than me.
I'm going high. 175 here.
There you go.
I guessed 95 million.
Wow, I really went high.
I feel like a lot of favors were called in for this, but then you think of CG and shit. You're like, oh wait,
Dude,
maybe I
they-
should up my
It was
my
movies
fucking
and
answer.
movies, and they blew a lot of shit up.
Oh, it's fucking ridiculous. All right, Steve.
And it was shot gorilla style.
It was.
You said 90. So
I guess 95.
You, her, me, him. Right? That's an order from
Yes.
lowest to highest. So it's
Actual budget, 92 million.
What?
fucking- nailed it, Muscolzi.
Man, I was
Damn,
thinking.
Steve.
Man, I was thinking
Really?
Biden's America, not fucking George W. Bush's America.
I
wanna know what-
right?
Bombs were cheap back
went-
then.
I was next.
I want to know what the
They're
payouts
giving
were.
away.
I want to know what the payouts were.
All
Each
right.
of those
I'm
actors.
sure
That's what
favors
I
were
mean.
called too. You know,
Yeah.
I'm sure favors were
Well,
like.
let's be real. If Ben Stiller's directing it, he's not also
Yeah.
being paid to act.
Yeah,
in
he
it,
probably-
right?
yeah.
He might
He
not
probably
even be
is
being
not.
paid to direct it that much, right? Because it's kind of
It's
his
his movie.
thing, right? Yeah, exactly.
I feel like he called people in. A lot of those names
He
you've
probably
heard
had-
them, like with testimonies.
His was
like,
probably
Matthew
Stiller's my
McConaughey.
boy.
So
I bet
Matthew
you-
McConaughey was called in, didn't get paid
I bet you Jay was cheap
Okay.
as shit.
back then. Yes.
Like he was probably
100%.
fraction
Okay,
compared to what RDJ.
not to be disrespectful, but I bet Jay is cheap as shit now.
I think he always has.
I think he's always been cheap as shit.
I think when This Is the End came out, that was the highest he was getting paid. But then the movie was literally real life, and he's like, I don't want to be in Hollywood anymore.
Right.
And then he went back to Canada. Now he's making money in Canada, doing a lot of stuff.
I've said this before.
What is that show you what is that?
Keep Laughing or whatever.
Dude,
Oh, it's hilarious.
let me you two. I don't know if you've seen this. Is it called Keep Laughing?
Just
That
just keep laughing,
guy's
yeah. Jay
hosting
Barrett's
this show where they get
Yeah.
a bunch of comedians and they put them in a room, and the goal is not to laugh. And they put everyone, like Tom Green, they put in there, and he's like doing all
Colin
this
Mockery.
Wait, before
slapstick
I
shit,
decide-
and you can't laugh or you get fucking warned and then booted.
You say you
Before-
get two. Yeah.
Before I
It's
decide
hilarious.
to commit to this, does Jay participate or he just creates the show?
He's the host of the show, so he's the guy
He
watching
hosts
the cameras.
and then goes back and watches the cameras,
Okay,
and then you
'cause
see him laughing.
I don't
his
find him
ass
funny.
off.
Right, he
So-
finds it funny.
Jay?
Yeah, I've
Oh, I
never.
love Jay.
We've talked about this on the
love
show
Jay.
before, where he just feels like he's just being himself, and I don't find him funny.
Okay.
But
69. Get number 69. It's hilarious.
Halifax. Welcome to Hot Ice.
how Seth Rogen's friends feel about him in This Is the End
That's how you
is how
feel.
I feel about him.
Oh well, you're just
Where I feel like he's
give
like,
him a chance, God.
Why are you here?
Steve's like,
Oh,
stop bashing.
I've watched his like.
I happen to know that
What's the? She's
John in my league.
too. Yes.
She's
great
too,
movie.
she's too
Terrible.
good for me.
No, terrible. That movie is so
love
stupid.
that movie.
That movie is so stupid. The funniest
I came
guy
in my
in that
pants.
movie,
I had a
Those
giant
big
oyster.
oyster.
his friends are so much funnier than him in that. Everybody else
Your
is
name
funnier
is
than him.
Stainer.
Instead
Like, what
of
is
fantasy
that?
football, we should have a fantasy actors thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. But
Like,
how
how would we pull that off? Because I feel like we'd be
whoever
great
makes
at
the most
finding the
money?
ones we want and then the movies they'd be in.
right?
It could be it. The most money
All
could
of
be it.
everyone else in that movie was funnier than him.
That's crazy.
But he's not supposed to be funny. He's
He's a-
supposed to be
he's
But
a-
the
awkward.
movie is supposed to be funny, and I
it was.
not entertained by him. at
Slapshot
all.
Regatta.
I don't need the main character of the movie to be the person I don't like.
I want
at
one more
all.
baby. I want one more baby.
Hey, don't if you go pee, don't flush it.
His
We got
ex-girlfriend.
delicate pipes.
His ex-girlfriend that the family still kept
Marnie?
around was funnier.
Marnie?
That like she was more
on
entertaining.
the back. So
Sorry, no, sorry. I don't.
Oh.
the part where they're like, "What would you ballpark for this wedding or whatever?" And she's like, "Well, you know, fuck you."
He's like 50 grand. Fuck you.
The first time that I watched that movie was when you guys brought it up on this podcast, and it's
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
Also, that one,
A Home Depot logo.
that
on
one
the
friend
bed.
of his,
I'm gonna be
the
dressed in
one
a checker flag,
attractive
real
one,
tight.
so good.
the one, the attractive one of his friends.
Sure.
I don't remember
I
his.
know.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I-
He's Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Hot as fuck.
Yeah.
Hot as fuck.
Yeah, super
He was
hot.
also. There's a show on
Nice looking
Netflix
guy.
called
Nice
Sex.
looking cat.
There's a show on Netflix called Sex Life.
Why are you making this like? You're
Is it on
embarrassed?
Skin
Are you
He's-
embarrassed to say what you're about to say?
No, I'm not. at
She's
all.
gonna say it.
He's married to the main character in the movie, and he's so fine, but she's like tired of her life.
I can't
Oh, I
fucking
think my
She
wife
misses
watched this.
her
I think
ex.
Tiffany, and she ends up cheating on him.
She
Right?
misses her ex that she had crazy, like spontaneous, wild sex life with.
Trying to give her my attention.
And then, but listen, but then I immediately hate him because he turns into a
Steve
douchebag.
is like,
He's hot as fuck, but that show makes me uncomfortable to watch. Like it really does.
Cool.
But I love.
You know
but
that
he's hot
face.
as fuck. You guys just grow up. You just grow up.
I like sassy wine too.
Hey.
I'm a fan.
Box
Hey,
office.
Sassy port wine terrace. Where it's at.
Janmark Port
It should
Wine
be an
Terror.
Instagram
It
handle.
should be. It should be.
Sassy Port Wine Terror.
Let me tell you, I hate Jay, but I love his friend.
his friend.
So
wait,
fine.
hang on. Wait.
So
wait.
fine.
Let me get the pinky.
Fuck, I'm hurting.
My
Wait.
chest hurts.
Yeah.
Jay, fuck that guy. His friend, hot as fuck.
You can just
Hot as
be
fuck.
normal. Just
Wait,
be,
do I
be
sound
fucking
like-
Yeah, you're nailing it by nailing it.
Is it? Hey, Josh.
You're
Josh.
nailing it by
Josh. That's what I do.
Oh, okay.
Jesus.
All right, I'm
I
getting too
nail
red.
it
Let's
by
keep it going.
Box
Yeah.
office. What do we think the movie made?
I feel like for some reason it's a cross between Real Housewives
$365
and, like,
million dollars.
Love Is Blind, or were the vibes that I was like.
Okay, so pull back
Okay, sorry.
and do it.
Real.
360.
Oh, I was gonna say do it that way. Port wine.
Oh, you want me to do? Okay.
Port
What
Wine
am I
Terror.
doing?
The budget.
Okay.
Sorry, box office.
I mean,
You got me all
No,
crossed
box
up.
office. Yeah, man. I've been wanting them, but I've been so
Oh, wait, did Wally
self-conscious
answer-
of opening the package.
Why
Like,
would you put?
Can you pour me another glass?
Why would you put it on?
Will do. Go ahead.
That's where
Hey,
my money goes.
what do you got?
I'll be your
for-
sommelier today.
Did Wally already answer?
Yes.
did?
Yeah,
365.
365.
I'm so fast.
I'm so fine.
I make fast people look not so fast.
Fast as fuck, boy.
There it is.
He makes fast people look not fast.
Okay.
Can someone get this
Say-
man some
hold on.
shoes?
Say for me.
Longest yard.
Days of Thunder, the fucking tires matched and staggered or whatever.
He's
What is
like,
it?
we
want
got
that.
we got your
No, I want
special
that
pair
one.
of tires on there. They're staggered and matched perfect.
That's it.
They will hold.
And he's getting.
Look,
They
look,
gave
yeah.
me some special tires.
No, we did.
We didn't
No,
do
no,
nothing.
no.
All right. How much box office?
Did you eat both?
No.
Oh, let me
only
get the other one.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
felt so
Yeah,
guilty
yeah.
about opening the package.
Okay.
I'm
You
glad you did
Fucking
it.
baby, eat it.
Wait, I am supposed to be in character. I'm not supposed to be in character.
No, not in character, just normal.
You do you.
You felt like you said in
I
character.
wanted to see a little what's her face.
Alexis.
It's the last
Yes.
time we were in
Oh!
fucking
Do some rows. on
Okay.
18%
that's what it was.
wine to the podcast.
Sorry. That's a better from what I said. I'm combining Real Housewives of wherever the fuck they are and Alexis Rose from Schitt's Creek. Okay, everybody ready?
Yes.
Nope. I'm watching. I want to feel. Stop. It's not helping me.
I
at
want
all.
to feel it. I want to feel it.
So I think if it's just I think the budget would probably be like 325.
Oh, that's.
If I'm just off the
What did I
cusp.
say again?
If I'm
He said
off
365.
if I'm off the cusp here. If I'm off the cusp,
What
that's
exactly?
what I'm
What exactly is it? How do you spell cusp?
CUSP.
Are you joking?
Yes.
Okay. No,
No, I'm not.
You weren't joking.
What is it cusp?
No, I know how to do that.
David!
You ever just be like, come on, iPhone,
Oh
pick
my
this
god,
up,
I
pick
even have
this
the
up, and it
side.
won't even correct
Steve,
it.
I even have the
Yeah,
side
the side,
ponytail.
The point of transition between two different things.
The cusp.
David.
That would be a good like sci-fi movie.
I'm embarrassing.
It'd be a good porn name too, like Alias.
John Cusp.
I'm about to cusp. I'm sorry, I'm stupid. 365.
That's what he said.
I said three. I said no. Wait, did I say 365? I did
365.
say that. Thank you, Tim.
You said 325.
365, 24/7.
All right. What do we got?
All right,
What
I'm
do we
gonna go. I'll go 344. I like that.
Yeah. Price is right, baby.
I guessed 150.
The price is wrong.
What is this
Bob.
opening weekend or overall?
This is overall box
What did you get,
office.
Steve?
I guessed $150 million.
We way over. You've been right on these suckers. This is
really
2008,
like-
mind you.
Dude,
I
he's,
keep
the,
really
forgetting.
like this.
he's the captain.
Yeah.
Actual box
wait.
office.
I'm the captain now.
What?
Oh.
And
He got it.
$95.7 million.
got it. He
I
got it.
mean, I was still under.
I mean, we were
the
50
See,
million,
if we
yeah.
were like
Double.
150
I know.
plus.
Dark Knight, Star Wars alludes to this making a fuck ton of money, but it's
You're right.
You're
You're right.
it's
That was only
opening
week one
week.
that we talked about, yeah.
I forget
Correct.
it's. Yeah.
Well, opening weekend, it made $25.8 million. So, I mean.
Numbers line up a little bit better now.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So,
Go ahead.
back to guessing more things, critics and audience scores of the Rotten Tomatoes, the Roddy T's. Who wants to take it first? Or
I'm gonna
should
go-
No, okay, never mind.
What?
No, I was gonna say, do you want me to go first this time? That way I can help you
I'm down
guys
to
a
switch
little
it up.
bit.
If
You
not,
don't
I'll just
ever
fire.
go first.
I
I'll just
don't.
fire.
I like when Wally
Go.
shoots from the hip.
Oh,
Go,
okay,
go.
shoot from the
I'm
hip,
a
then
big,
I'll go.
I'm a big hip shooter.
Because you're quick.
So I'm gonna go. Yeah. I'm gonna go.
I'm in my
audience
pride.
Audience.
74. I'm gonna go critics 61.
Okay. Okay. Shooting from the cusp.
The transition.
All right, I'll go then.
Wait, so it's the cusp of the wiener?
I don't fucking know. It's
Shaft
whatever you
head?
want. Where
Or
it
is it-
connects.
I think it's right
the
before
base
it goes
shaft.
in.
Helmet head?
What?
Is it based shaft? Is it
How did
base
we get
shaft?
here?
Or because when you hear cusp, that's right.
I don't know.
You're either on the cusp of doing
on the
something,
Yeah.
or if you think of it something as specific, usually it's a fucking ding dong. You know.
Ding dong.
I have
just got the
never
cusp.
in my life associated the word cusp with a penis.
What about you guys?
You're welcome.
In my life.
You will
You
now?
guys? Yay or nay?
Yeah.
On cusp? Yeah. See
Cusp.
what I'm saying?
Cusp.
Maybe it's a dude thing.
Cusping.
I'm cusping.
Is this like a just the tip type of thing?
Sure.
Or
No,
like-
no, no, no.
it's
Just the cusp.
Just the cusp.
No, what I'm
past
asking
the tip.
is
I was
It's
laying
the
there
cusp.
cusping.
specifically when you think of cusp of the ding dong, is it the base to shaft that transition, or is it?
I'm
the
thinking
shaft
the
Where
other
does
head?
it become dong?
Is that?
I'm
the
thinking
cusp?
shaft head.
I think so.
Because cusp. It's the cusp of it.
I
Here
think
we
it's
do-
shaft into the pubis.
So like underneath the mushroom, like right under
Yeah,
the
yeah.
mushroom
The
head.
Just say the base.
Oh, you're going base. That's the cusp.
I don't
It's
know.
cusping.
The cusp of the cuck.
Like where it
Here we
connects to
answer
the
your
body?
important
Yeah.
questions.
That's the cusp.
That's
for
what
you?
I would
Where
think.
it connects to the body?
The cusp of the penis.
The pubic region.
So
I don't
technically, we
really
got a
like
cusp
this.
of the arm and a
Has anybody
cusp of the
been
finger.
into-
Kind of.
What's the store? Pubic?
I don't really like this.
What
Pubic
they
inches?
selling there?
Are we talking
Okay, I
pubic
guess-
inches?
sure.
Or
What was the South Park episode where you do the math to get the actual draw of the penis? What is happening?
I typed cusp and then penis and
Oh,
then
no.
image search.
Why would you do that to me?
I don't know. It doesn't
you
really
don't
say.
have to see it. I'm watching.
You leaned in.
You just went,
You got closer.
Cusp because
I want to
because
know
the
what the cusp
pictures
is.
just came up.
She's like, oh, look at that.
It looks like he was
penis?
right. I
Oh, you
think.
son of a bitch.
I think it was.
Don't,
Wait.
don't
Cusp
search.
size, comma, sexual dimorphism. What on earth are they?
Look,
yeah,
look.
that's
When you get into this, it gets pretty. I'm exiting.
edging
This
and
is
orgasm control.
This is enough of this.
Cusping.
Cusping.
So that's similar to edging.
Don't push me.
'Cause you're on the
I
cusp.
am close,
Close
to,
to
the,
the
edge.
I'm trying not to
All right, all right,
lose
all
my
right, all right.
Edge.
All right, all right.
head.
Cusp. Okay,
You could've gone with head, it still
I
would've been
guessed
sexual.
critics 70, audience
I don't know why.
80.
Why did I do that?
That was aggressive.
I don't like
Steve,
that.
would you
I
say
hope it
you're
was
on
off
the
camera. Was it
cusp
on
of
camera?
saying things
Who
frequently?
was off camera?
Yes.
I think it
It was
was.
over there.
There we go.
Okay,
Ooh, just
cool.
the side. Maybe 2 knucks.
So 70 and 80.
Yes.
Steve's been on the cusp
you're
of
right.
saying things
But then I did it over here.
frequently.
70 audience? Or 70 critic?
Critics.
Critic, what do you got?
So he's 70, 80.
T-bone component, what do you got?
Hemochromatosis. I have a hemochromatosis.
Hemo. We'll look this slide.
That's not what we're talking about.
Keep going. Come on.
I'm gonna say critics 67,
67.
It's in the
audience
60s also.
76.
She's.
Oh, I
she's-
flipped it. I didn't even
You're
realize
right
I did
above
that,
me.
but I
You're
did.
right
I
above
did
me
it.
on both counts.
Man, I don't know what to do here.
I was what?
I'm going to go critics.
right
I'm going to
above
go a
me
little
on
lower,
both.
like
Oh, I
61
didn't-
on the critics.
Okay.
61 on the critics.
Hey, man.
Audience, go 74. Did someone else already? 74?
Oh,
I will call him.
Go ahead. Go.
F squad.
They'll listen to me.
I was
When that
wrong.
kid is just stabbing. Oh my
Right in
god.
the same spot. Over
When
and
he
You
over
just
again.
see little droplets of blood as he's like stabbing him with his
So
little
it
knife.
was critics 82,
Wow.
Oh,
audience
opposite.
71.
Wow.
So critics more than audience. Opposite of
This
what
is
I
a
thought.
critically acclaimed movie.
Good. Makes me more
good.
happy because I didn't have faith in critics.
No,
if I'm being honest.
IMDb 7.1. A
That's
little low. A
a
little low.
tenor.
All right, so let's do these real quick. We're going to do favorite character and scene.
Favorite character
You already said
is
it.
definitely Danny McBride.
Yeah.
I love the razzle dazzle he had.
Big old titties.
Tiger
Yeah.
monkey on
I'm
the
not
top of his nuts.
I'm gonna light these motherfuckers up like the 4th of July. Like all of his lines are fucking great. When he's up in the original 10, he goes, I need some guys that speak American up here. He's at C4, put that down.
the part where Taybac's like, you killed him. He's like, I didn't fucking kill him. Shit, I just rigged the tree line.
It's so good. And then when they get captured, and he's like, shit, Tugger's in. He's like, Tug's in here. And they didn't even know they're in the same camp. Yeah, that's my favorite. Danny McBride's the guy.
That's good. Were you even in the army? Like I was in
Look,
the
I'm
Coast
like-
Guard.
Coast Guard.
I'll go next.
Sanitation. He's like, you're a plumber.
I'm gonna go RDJ.
Okay.
Like 100% RDJ.
Which version of RDJ? Him
Yes.
in the.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
sure.
Yeah, well,
okay, it doesn't matter.
You know exactly
Yeah,
which
okay.
one. You guys all know exactly which one.
Got any tips?
Yes. yes. And
Got a tip? Give me that goddamn map.
every interaction he has with everybody in this whole fucking movie is
Yeah.
pure gold.
When he gets in the beginning where they get the pigment done of him and he's in the wheelchair yelling at everybody,
Yeah.
hilarious.
I don't give a fuck about the Australian version of him. The
He
parts
looks
that
like
he
Mel
makes
Gibson.
an appearance, I'm like, yeah, cool, still kind of funny, but no, the whole thing is him playing a black guy. It's amazing. It's hilarious.
It really is.
Yeah.
It makes this movie like if you don't have that character in this movie, is it as good?
It's good,
not-
but no,
It's good, but that's the.
no, not
That
even,
is the
not
movie.
even close. Not even close.
I agree. I'm gonna just piggyback off that because my favorite character is RDJ. as
Yeah,
well.
dude, everyone's great in this though too, but he
Yeah.
shines in this fucking movie. One, the balls. Two, the fucking dialogue, and then three, the actual acting is not.
He's great.
It's obviously over the top, but parts of it are
Hold on.
definitely grounded in
If I
stereotype.
didn't know that was Robert Downey Jr. or sorry, if I didn't know that was a white man playing an Australian man playing a black man, I would kind of be like,
I mean, you gotta at
Who's this
least
guy?
know that it's an exaggerated version of a bull.
Yeah, but hold
yeah.
on. But he's playing in a movie.
Stereotype.
Think about it. Think about it. If you take out everything and we're just watching the movie where we don't know he's a different actor who got pigment skin, whatever
Yeah.
changed, and we're just in this dropped in here where he's playing an actor as, hey, I'm always in character, I'd be like, okay.
If he got Last Samurai and he was actually being serious, I think he would do a good job, which is kind of fucked. But at the end of the day, I'm glad it was a comedy because it
Okay,
made
you're
it
giving
okay.
this to me. I'm drinking this. Okay.
There's about a glass left in
This
there.
is Flaming Dragon.
What's the
Time for
Dave
a wrap
Chappelle
around.
Mooney quote? He's like, Tom
Which
Cruise
one?
starring the last.
Oh, Last Samurai. Last
How
movie
about-
I'll ever
how about-
watch.
How about Forrest Gump? You can't even say it because it's got the
can't.
N-word in it. I forgot.
Everything he says is hilarious, but you're right. You can't
Yes.
repeat it
Nope.
unless you are RDJ.
Yes. Anyways, so mine was RDJ. Who's next?
You
Danny
said
McBride.
RDJ.
I said
So it's just
RDJ.
me.
Yeah.
RDJ.
Yeah.
But I do want to give a special shout out, and I don't like that we haven't brought it up at all. A special
Pandas.
Who left the fridge
brief,
open?
brief shout out
Yep.
to Toby Maguire.
That
Oh,
is MTV award winner for Best Kiss.
Uh-huh.
Toby
Satan's
Maguire.
Toby
Alley.
Maguire. For him
That's an
as
asshole,
his.
by the way.
Oh my
The way they're
god.
tugging on each other's fucking
And when they're
rosaries.
holding, yeah, they're
Oh
holding each other's
my God.
rosaries, like, and his face when he's just like,
That's the best acting I've ever seen.
And
him
then he
do.
turns him down.
Yeah.
And then there's no word said this whole time. He's like, and puts his hood over there.
because he's like,
Okay. It's okay.
It's hilarious. So favorite part or scene anybody can do?
oof,
It's hard, right?
yeah.
I'm gonna
what she
go.
said.
I love the map. The map scene.
The
It's
map.
fucking
That
great.
is, yeah,
You
that's really
cannot.
good.
You can't fucking not do the map.
Well, that whole
It's got the
scene.
julienne salad. It's got the you people portion in it, right?
That whole thing, yeah, that whole section.
What do you mean, you people?
No, what do you mean? You mean?
Just that, yeah, that whole
It's great.
back and forth of all of them.
I love that. I love that in the dangling lances. I will cry
Yeah.
for both those parts.
Look at me and you
About
go on a
dangling
date,
dice
baby.
in Lance's forehead.
What's her name?
Lance. I said Nance.
What the fuck?
But I also do, like, as a follow up, I also really like the scene that Steve brought up earlier where they're watching him perform
Yeah.
for them, and RDJ
That's
is
good.
like breaking it down and talking,
Those
and the other
credit-
guy's
yeah.
like, let's go, like what the fuck, but he's like,
In my head
he's just like,
movie.
he's pulled it back enough, and you're like really connected, like just really like critiquing
Do you think
his
they were
performance.
writing that? They're like, ooh.
Or they filmed it they're like, shit, this is
In my
I guess
hand
we're going.
movies. You think that was actual dialogue
well,
or
and
improvised?
his wife played his
Yeah, his wife in the well,
the
not, or
love
whatever,
interest
yeah, yeah,
in
yeah.
the
Simple Jack.
Simple Jack
Right.
trailer.
Simple Jack.
One of my favorite quick cuts of Danny McBride is like where he's wiring up the bridge, and he's like, "I'm going to catering after this." I don't know if you guys like right as he's wiring up the thing. I was like, "God damn it!" I was like, "What a great
perfect.
slide in!" Like,
Perfect.
so good.
I also really like probably one of my outside of the one I keep quoting with
Sure.
Jack Black, where he sees the cow and he's like, "I'm gonna bite its hide," because he wants to just go after the
Bites.
cow.
He's the fucking-
And they're
I'm
like,
gonna
"Don't!"
bite.
do it." Like, but I also love where they are in the compound already, and he sees the drugs and he picks it up with his hands. But then he goes and shoves it in the guy's faces, and he's like, "We have to hurry. They'll be up in 16 hours."
Wait,
I'm just
wait,
like-
was that the character? Was that his character arc? Coming to a full
Like
circle
him being
he.
sober
Yes.
or him not doing
But
the
he's
heroin.
not sober.
Yeah, because they were
No,
like,
I know, but
because
do
he
you-
farted, and they're like, and he's like, "I'm more than fart jokes,"
Yeah.
I
and
think
like
he made.
shoves the
I was
drugs.
saying he's the one that doesn't have a character arc. I mean,
But
there's
he
a couple other
does.
words,
He
but
does a little
do you
bit.
Well, I
think that
mean,
was
he
the
grabs that little kid and
internal
goes, "Show me the
decision?
drugs."
Yeah, he's like, "Don't judge me." And he runs away.
But
or he
he
grabs
does.
the fucking
But that's before,
the
right?
gun out of his.
His
Yeah,
longest dick.
that is, but that's before when he's later and Jay finds him and he sees the pile of drugs. He's like, "Don't do it," and he's like, "Everyone only thinks I'm funny because my farts, blah blah blah," and then those guys laugh at him because he farts. So then
Yeah.
he like pushes the drugs in their face, and
Yeah,
he's
no
like, "Let's
character.
fucking go."
My ass. That's all.
Yeah,
He's,
got no
just a
character.
fucking. He's just.
You grew arms.
I mean, I do like the scene you mentioned it earlier too. The when RDJ is the farmer or whatever. Like it's kind of tense, right?
Yeah.
And also they're walking around or sneaking around with fake guns.
Yeah, not even real guns.
Right. So they could
Awesome.
have got fucking
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Destroyed.
I love when they cut him down from the cow or the bull, and he's like, and she's like, he just slams so hard.
That's funny. Any what the fuck moments for us?
We talked about earlier, but when he gets blown up. That was
What
a
do you
huge
mean,
what the
you
fuck.
people? Sorry, yeah.
When he fucking gets lit up.
For sure
he starts
that when he gets blown up, because
corn
there's no person I feel like that watched this movie and expected that to happen. Like there's no
Yeah,
way.
I agree.
My
That
second,
sets a good tone for it because you
It was
can
a
see how
good
fucking
yeah, because then you
oblivious these
really
people
are like, what's gonna happen?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
now you're like, what the fuck?
It was also a really good fake head. Like the way its jaw
Yeah.
was like it's warm.
As
corn
someone
syrup.
who's been a part of action movies, like I
Puts
think
it
I
on the
can
fucking
spot
gun.
fake blood. Blah, blah, blah.
He puts it on the gun. He's like dancing it.
blood tasting fake blood, like.
Oh,
But I also when he does run back and the kid is stabbing him,
That's great.
and he just
That's
chucks
good.
him,
The way it chucks. And then
He
when he
throws
sits
him
on
so
the
far.
and he
Yeah.
just
fucking
crawls up and
cartwheel
is like,
kid. Cartwheeling kid.
done.
He's my boy.
I was hoping they wouldn't show the kid, but they do show the kid like
funny, though.
pouting.
Yeah.
crawling up, and he's like,
Afterwards, yeah.
I also like, we didn't really talk about it that much, the scene. I know I'm going back, but like the whole negotiation scene with Les Grossman,
Oh, yeah.
it's hilarious.
G5.
We don't negotiate with terrorists.
Playa.
I do honorable mention for my favorite character though.
Now
Actually,
$100 million.
I do think
I will
McConaughey. Like I
massacre
just
you.
really.
My honorable mention was going to be fucking Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Actually, I think both of them are really good honorable mentions because they weren't in
Oh,
it very
the bottom
much,
of
but
this.
when they were in it,
Get in there, boy.
when they were in it, especially knowing that Matthew McConaughey did not take a paycheck for this, I fucking love that. That he was still full, like.
I've always been a big fan of him. He's
I'm
just
a
a
nice
guy that
All right,
fucking
all right.
fell into it.
And that's two Matthew movies in a row.
They haven't hooked up your TiVo?
Very, very
Come on,
different
Tugger Nuts.
Matthew McConaughey experiences from
Did you get off
Interstellar
the
to
line
this,
here?
but
Amanda?
You're gonna need some salt, a lime, and bleach.
It's probably not even a real name.
Okay, no, that's a great scene too. How fast Ben Stiller goes off the
He's like,
handle,
oh, thank God.
kills that panda, and that panda dead, like looking up at him. I was like, oh.
He's like, ah.
And then the next scene, he's wearing its
Yeah.
head on him.
it was actually like so sad at first, but
was.
also
Hilarious.
so fake. Like that panda could not have looked
You
more
guys ever
fake.
see how
I mean-
But then
fucking
just
dumb
puts it on
pandas
his head.
are?
Oh yeah, they're
Pandas are
so dumb.
fucking-
There's a reason why they're almost extinct.
Right.
Yeah,
They're
like
killing
No,
them.
but
a
they-
box of rocks.
Also, from New Girl, if you're a New Girl watcher, you know this.
No, not me.
Pandas cannot survive without humans.
So,
Like
Makes
they- like
perfect
they-
sense.
so they were this whole time. We were keeping them alive.
They at this point
Look at
they
us.
apparently struggled because they struggle to like keep their species alive as far as breeding and stuff
See
like
that panda
that.
over
So
there?
like
I ain't fucking that panda.
What?
The other pandas, that's what they say to each other. I'm fucking that panda.
The other
Make
pandas.
sure to put yourself in character next time, Steve.
yeah, because
I'm a panda.
you shouldn't fuck a panda.
As humans, we're trying to keep the species alive. I thought.
But nobody is fucking them.
Would you guys be angry if I did a Kung Fu Panda movie?
But no.
They're
What?
so good.
All
They're
of
so
them.
fucking
Anyone.
good.
Oh, you
They're
mean
so
if you picked one?
amazing.
You mean if
I
you
heard
picked-
the fourth one was really bad.
I've
Really?
only seen the
No.
first one.
The first and second one
I heard
are
it was
amazing.
really
I've
bad.
only seen the first one. And I barely
Third one's
remember
good.
it. To be
The
honest.
first,
Third one's
second,
good.
and
First,
third
second
one
are
are
the
great.
His
fucking
dad,
banging.
his dad.
Oh yeah, that's the
Yeah.
third one, right? The dad's the third one.
His dad's in the first movie.
He make noodles.
He's the noodle guy.
Yeah, but
his
it's-
real his
he
fake
made
The
dad.
whole
noodles.
premise
You
of the
know-
third one is him finding his original dad and his original.
I haven't
Yes.
seen it. I haven't
You want to
seen
go
it.
through some
You wanna
fucking
go
Kung
down
Fu
that
Panda
Kung Fu
lore,
Panda?
dog?
So they don't mean his
I
original
know what
dad.
that
That
Kung
could
Fu
be the
Panda?
fourth one too. The fourth or third one. Yeah.
The fourth one
Secret
just
ingredient
came out.
is there's no
And then third one. God damn, we are.
Fun fact. We're good.
All right.
Ben Stiller said nearly all aspects of the Les Grossman character were developed by Tom Cruise, including the dancing and the look of his makeup.
Perfect.
Stiller said that in addition to the more obvious makeup effects applied to Cruise's face and head and the extra hair on his chest and arms, Cruise also decided to play the character wearing oversized prosthetic hands.
Those hands look good, by
They
the
do.
way. You know.
That's a thick hand.
That's a thick hand, boy.
That's a thick hand.
It's like carpenter's hands, like for real. I don't know, those thick
Yeah,
hands.
like a conga player's hands.
Yeah, I don't even need to tape them anymore. God damn it.
Owen Wilson was originally set to play Rick Peck after his attempted suicide. Ben Stiller gave the role to Matthew McConaughey so that Owens could relax. Owen.
That's a weighted sentence. Who tried to commit?
Who tried to commit suicide?
You guys didn't realize that Owen Wilson tried to kill himself?
Damn, really?
Nobody knew this.
Wow.
You know what? That was the best joke I've heard on this show in a while. Sorry. You get the applause, sir. Yeah, no, he tried to kill himself around this time, and obviously right before the movie, hey, yo, deal with your shit. We'll get Matthew in here, and Matthew's like, all right.
There we go. Yeah.
Well, it obviously wasn't
drugs.
a gun. Sorry.
You can go.
You can survive that.
Yeah,
People
barely,
have.
but you come out a little different. Sorry.
Well, an overdose, but
Sean
an overdose,
Penn, I am Sam.
but an almost
Never go
overdose
forward,
doesn't
bad
automatically mean suicide, which is why I'm asking.
Farting in
what were
bathtubs,
the-
laughing your ass off.
Do you know what the because an
I didn't look. up
almost
there.
overdose doesn't automatically mean suicide. So like there must have been something that led them to think he.
He admitted it.
Purposefully.
But that's what I'm saying.
Right.
What did he?
I don't know. Look it up. Wally, look it up.
I'm on it.
Sorry. I'll read the next one. Like his character, Kurt Lazarus, Robert Downey Jr. is a method actor in stating character as Sergeant Osiris,
That's the
even-
cusp of the penis, by the way.
even when cameras were not rolling. So you heard that, right?
Do it again.
Robert Downey Jr. was in character as Sergeant Osiris in the whole movie, like in
He
between
never
takes.
left.
He never left.
He went in.
Yep.
Fucking goddamn
He's
it.
a genius.
Got
That-
tips?
I remember you sent me those.
Tease-
I'd never seen those before. Those hotel clips
Oh
of
my-
him like
you hadn't seen
going
them until
in.
when?
Steve, probably about a year
Oh, okay.
ago.
Yeah, about a year ago.
Steve sent them to me, and I'm like, these existed, and I
Dude.
had no
Him
idea.
drawing on that dude's back,
Dude.
or in like the bushes and shit.
Oh, dude, it was amazing. The lady, was she tied to the bed, or was it
Something
son
like
tied
that,
to
yeah,
the
yeah,
fucking bed?
That's great.
That shit's crazy.
Ben Stiller planned to play a secondary character in this film, but ended up playing the main character. The situation was the opposite for another film he directed, The Cable Guy, in which Stiller planned to play the main character, but ended up playing the secondary character.
Wow.
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 God
Damn it. I thought you were doing that on purpose. Wow.
Wow.
I just how I talk.
Well, you see
All right,
it
so
on,
you
yeah.
go on about.
All right, you do it.
But please, don't hurt me.
I just. This is the bit. This is the big. This is from back. This
Say
is
that
from
again.
2007, August 2007.
So this is rape. This is while they're filming.
Yeah,
Probably.
Right.
A distraught Owen Wilson was found bloodied and dazed after trying to commit suicide by overdosing on pills and slitting his wrists
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
he went in.
in the wake of a bitter blow-up with a close pal.
Damn.
I wonder who that would
Did he
have
go
been.
across the bridge?
Was it
Sorry.
Jackie Chan, you think?
Or
No,
down,
you go across the tracks.
You
down
mean
the
like
bridge.
down the river is what I call it.
Damn, when you fucking get dark over there?
No, but
Let
he's right.
down
There's
the
one
river.
way that you
like
know,
to-
that you're pretty sure you're going
Shave
to
your arms?
Yeah.
How you
be
feel about
successful
that?
and one
Oh,
that
I
you're
do
not.
it. I hated body hair.
Yeah, 'cause
Perpendicular.
I got a lot of like long.
Wilson's last serious
okay
romantic
with it.
relationship with Kate Hudson fell apart just
I know
before
what you're thinking, 'cause
Memorial
the
Day,
beard?
but that was months.
I think I'm really hairy.
No,
No.
I wasn't thinking.
Shade. No, what's that movie
Oh,
called?
Kate,
what movie is
Kate
that?
Hudson
Because I
had
know
been
what you're thinking
spotted over
because
the
of the
weekend
beard.
very publicly
I'm hairy.
canoodling with Dax Shepard. I didn't even realize.
Shade.
What the fuck is that?
Arnie Palmy alert. Arnie Palmy
Damn
alert.
it! God
Wilson's
damn it!
family
my
rushed
wife's
him to
name
the
right.
hospital.
Read this. They'll find this interesting. I know they're talking right now. But
Sorry.
read the Kate. The
Hudson.
That
Wilson,
was his wife, yeah?
Wilson's
Dirty Deeds.
last serious. No. Whose wife?
keep
Kate
going, keep going,
Hudson.
keep going.
Kate Hudson's or Owen Wilson's last serious romantic relationship with Kate Hudson fell apart just before Memorial Day. Hudson had just been spotted over the weekend very publicly canoodling with handsome new love interest Dax Shepard.
Oh.
But sources
Hollywood,
insist
man.
that it did not contribute to his emotional turmoil.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure, yeah.
Yo, think about it this way, right? So you're fucking famous as shit. We understand it now, like you're with someone, you leave that person, and it's easy to fucking create that gap of you don't know.
Sure.
You don't really have that. The information is so fucking easily accessible.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Imagine, right?
You're just scrolling Twitter. What the
All
fuck?
of a- There's two half naked people on a balcony, and one
Yeah.
of it's your fucking
Girl.
love interest,
Yeah, yeah.
ex-love interest.
Yeah.
You're like, oh fuck,
Yeah, I don't want to know.
Or
You know
next
what I mean?
time
Like, I
Michael
just-
Jackson's got
Yeah,
that baby over the
100%.
fucking balcony. What?
dude, Michael Jackson.
Final decision time. Out of 10, what would we rate it? And is this must-watch, recommend, or skip?
First, this is a 10.
Wally's going
Wow.
okay, 10.
10.
First
Is this
10
your first
Wally's
10?
ever thrown out.
This is for a comedy. This is top for me.
Ready for this? 10.
Can't see me. This is a fucking for a comedy. I thought about this because my rating system has always
Sure.
been a little wacky. We've always discussed my rating system.
Whack.
I didn't know if a comedy could be a 10, but a comedy in its own space they're getting their own ratings.
That's how I would. Yeah.
Yeah, so this for me is a fucking perfect score. I have a Mount Rushmore of comedies. Number 1,
Oh wow.
hands down, number 1. I will quote this till I can watch it every time. I will click on it every time I see it. I'll be happy to quote it with friends. I'll be happy to give it to someone else, like a little newborn baby if you've never seen it. Like, you've
little
you've
2-pound
never.
baby.
Oh, here you're gonna have.
So you're saying it's
you've
a
had such a
must-watch.
sad fucking day.
I think
This
so.
is gonna change your whole evening.
Too sticky.
Perfect.
I wonder why.
Perfect comedy movie.
Josh.
You know what?
I don't give a shit.
It's on your side of the table.
I don't give a shit about the inappropriate stuff in this. I love the risks that it took. I love the risks that actors took. It's all so perfect. If they didn't do any of it, it wouldn't be as funny. So I do think a comedy has to take some of these risks.
I agree. I also want to add to that. Jamie Foxx said Robert Downey Jr.
He got the stamp.
gets the stamp of approval. He can do it whenever he needs to because he's good at it.
Look, if he did a movie just as this character,
With Jamie Foxx?
dude, it'd be great.
What if Jamie Foxx was playing a white guy? And
So
then
say
RDJ
white-
is playing the
I
black
just
guy.
watched White Chicks the other day, and that's that is one of my favorites.
Racism
I-
solved. Top tier.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
I'm gonna have a BF.
I was gonna say that's
She's
top
gonna
tier.
have a bitch fit.
I'm trying to process like you saying.
Dear Mister.
Who's that guy? The picture. Oh, that's my trainer. I
my
like
trainer.
to.
Anyways, yes.
Great. Yeah,
10.
yeah, all right.
I'm at 10. Who's next?
Yeah, anybody can take it.
I'm gonna. It's close. I want to. I would love to say. I'm just like thinking because like Step Brothers, White Chicks, like those are like top tier comedies of mine, and this is right there. So like, is this a 10? Is it 10? Is you know what I mean? Like I'm having trouble doing this.
You haven't given out anything
Can I
lower
help?
than an 8.
Can I help
on
with
this.
I know
this?
I'm a high rater
You got-
because
yeah,
I
yeah.
love so many things.
Yeah, there's nothing
Can
wrong
I
with
can
that.
I help? Can I help?
Yeah,
Because I
help
thought
it.
about this deeply, like very deeply. Not only would you give a 10 because it's one of the best versions of that you've
Yeah.
ever seen, but it also probably has to outweigh other ones that you're going to see in the future.
Yeah, because nothing.
Not saying you can't give more than one 10, but you
Right.
should at least
Well,
have
are
that
you?
frame
Would
of
you say
mind.
you're on the cusp
I'm definitely. I'm ball pointing.
of
I'm
going
con-
from 9 to 10?
But that I thought about that on
He's
the way here.
edging. He's edging.
I love a
don't want
good
it to end.
a good
I don't
line
want
in
it
my
to end.
grass.
I gotta do it. So what do you got?
Man, I'm gonna go, man.
Just do it. Just
There's
let
nothing.
it go.
There's nothing
Rip it.
like I think 10. There's nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing that'll beat it.
Wow. Wow.
There's nothing that'll push.
There's some that come
all the-
close,
Yeah,
but they just
that's what I mean. Like
barely
Step
miss.
Brothers is like right there for me. White Chicks is right there because it's the same thing. The whole cultural swap. Like
Wedding
it's
Crashers,
So, like I forgot how
like,
yeah,
Walk
Wedding-
Hard is
yeah.
just they're there,
a 10.
but they're not as there as
10
this
and
is.
it's a must watch. And I'm upset I hadn't watched it. It's been like a couple years, no joke. And I watched it yesterday, and I was really upset that
I wish I went a little bit longer without. I can't help myself.
Yeah, I
See,
know
that's
it's too
and
bad.
that's why I mean I'm like, man, this is going to be in the constant rotation of movies for me again because I like to repeat. You
Yeah,
know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
So this is going
What
to be
you
one
like,
of them
yeah.
thrown back in there.
I also another thing I thought above, and I'll give it whoever's next. Another concept we talk about, like recommending. Would you like? Is this a date movie?
no.
To explain,
But yes.
I would say I
But
would.
yes.
To the contrary, I would love to let that person know
Not
what
a
I
first
stand
date.
for.
Yeah.
Not first.
Okay, yeah, a
Not
couple
first
dates in,
date.
I need to know if this is going to continue.
Not-
we'll put Tropic
yeah,
Thunder
not
on.
first
And if
date.
you ain't laughing when he's laughing in the wheelchair,
Yeah.
going, "Ah, man, I'm black."
If
Like,
you don't show this person this movie, I feel like you're hiding part of
You
yourself.
don't know. You don't know who I
From,
really am.
yeah,
I like that.
exactly,
I like that. You don't know
exactly,
what you're dealing with.
exactly,
I got it.
exactly.
All right.
Anyways, I'm done.
You want me to go, or do you want to tail in this? Because I'm kind of curious what you're going to give it. Because we all know what I'm giving.
Let Tara
this.
go. Let Tara go. I'll decide for both of you.
Okay.
Tara, you go.
Go.
No, I want to see if you go.
Sure.
You're just doing
I'm
that.
going to
Oh.
Yeah, I
give this
am.
a must-watch. My highest
I
recommendation.
am.
I'm going to change the score from that to a 9.
Whoa.
This is a high
4.5.
rating for me. This has to be one of the funniest star-studded movies that not only lived up to the hype that it built. Because remember, when this was announced with all these people, there was hype behind this, right? It lives up and still delivers the laugh today. Also, there is great action set pieces and a real sense of be true to yourself with Robert Downey Jr. and Ben Stiller's character at the end, having that one-on-one and everything. Also, Tom Cruise solo movie as Rex Grossman. Let's fucking go.
Let's
Yeah.
fucking go.
Gotta have Bill Hader as the assistant. Gotta have him.
Sneaky.
Smack
The
that
fact that
ass,
he's that sneaky in this and not because he's top tier funny.
Yeah.
Top
Yeah.
tier funny.
Bill Hader's one of my favorite actors in general. So.
Yeah.
Underutilized in this, but I'm okay with it because everybody else.
Right. Where do you? Yeah. Okay, Tara, what do you got?
Go ahead.
She's going like 6.
I was gonna say 7.
She always creates suspense when she does this stupid shit.
No,
Let me tell you.
this is an 8.5 for me.
Okay.
Oh.
This is an 8.5 for me. I think it's a great comedy. I love the cast. I really do. Like I love this mix of people. But having said that, the reason why it is not a 10 or something for me is because me personally, my preference, I am going to go watch like the other guys or Step Brothers or something like that over this one. Like me personally, that's more my.
Your father would be upset to hear that.
I'm gonna call him. I am gonna call Ray and be like, "You got any
You
tips?"
call Ray.
You got any-
Raymundo.
But you know what? No, but you know what? Because Ray also, his other 2 favorite like comedies are Step Brothers and Wedding Crashers. So he knows where I'm coming from. I would rather watch Wedding Crashers or Step Brothers before I
Is it because
would
those
pick.
movies are an easier watch?
I think that's what it is. You don't have to pay attention as much.
I think
Not
it's
saying- you know what I
different
mean.
to me. They are different.
There's more action. There's more
comedies.
things going
There
on.
are
with those-
different types of comedies, even though they are all so funny.
Sure.
They are
It's a
different
style.
comedies.
This is
It's a-
geared,
it's
this
a
might be
style.
geared a
It's a
little towards
different-
the men as well. You know what I mean?
There's
like-
Why
one.
do you say that?
There's one.
Just because it's
Why
like
do you say that?
it's an all like it's
I'm
just
curious.
Think about it.
a hardcore all
I
male
like to
cast.
know. Why do you say that?
Just because
I
they're
started
all men.
Wait, are
They're
the
all
funniest
men.
movies with dudes?
Ghostbusters.
I'm sorry, Tara, but
Look.
you just made me have an
If I
epiphany.
see
No,
you
but wait.
The only thing I'll
But
throw
wait.
out there is
You
But
Batman.
specifically made me
Wait.
have an epiphany.
Wait.
You got it.
Because when I think of the movies you just named, I'm like, I started thinking of women lead roles, and I'm like, wait, hold on. And I started hunting, and I'm like, oh shit. I was like, there's not that many top
Bridesmaids
tier.
is-
Bridesmaids is awesome.
The
number
one.
That's what I
Let
mean.
me get
The
through
one.
my full statement before
Sorry, go
anyone
ahead.
says anything.
After you, ma'am.
All of my favorite comedy movies are led by male casts.
They have wieners, yes.
We're bookending this with penis.
But
Right back.
Bookending
also,
penis.
on top of that,
On
Bookending
top of it,
I hate even saying this. On
Just
top
say it,
of
just say
that,
it.
top of that,
all of my favorite sitcoms, TV shows, the funniest characters in all of them are the male characters.
But you're watching 90s style sitcoms.
No, I'm not.
Hold on.
I'm talking New Girl.
New Girl is a
Schitt's
90s
Creek,
style sitcom.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Those are all 90s
all
style
of them.
sitcoms.
Are they?
How I Met Your
a
Mother.
sitcom is a 90s
Friends.
thing.
That's what I'm saying.
What's it?
Okay,
2000?
name one that's not.
I was going to say 90s.
Name one that's
early
not.
Any
2000.
comedy show that wouldn't be a sitcom style.
Name one that's
would
not.
not be something where someone goes, "Oh, what about this?" And then there would
So
be
Schitt's
insert
Creek is a
laugh
good
track.
example.
Name
Schitt's
one
Creek
that's
is a
not.
good example of not a
New Girl
sitcom.
doesn't. New Girl doesn't have a
I
laughing
didn't.
track.
You didn't let me finish. I said, or insert laugh track. So somebody goes, "Ha da 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 da." Oh, that's funny, and everyone looks at each other.
It's like live
And then
audience.
they keep
Okay,
going,
name
right?
one. Give me examples then, so I know the difference.
He just said it. The only one that's different
Why name
currently
Schitt's
would
Creek?
be Schitt's Creek.
But I named Schitt's Creek.
There's a bunch of, it's easier to name ones that do it than don't because they were so popular. So like when you think of like How I Met Your Mother, or you think of Friends,
That's all
what's the
90s
ones with all the
sitcom style.
science nerds?
Big Bang.
We
fucking
talked about the
gay
one
theory.
from the dude that did Paris.
It's terrible.
yeah, there's
But they're not homosexuals.
I think the biggest.
I didn't mean it that way.
I
But
didn't,
that's
I didn't
what
mean.
you said.
I'm using it in
but
the
that's what you
90s way.
said.
We're talking about 90s sitcoms.
I think a sitcom is
homo.
when you think a sitcom, it is in front. You think it's in front of an audience. I think is the biggest definitive feature. But then you watch. There's other comedies that you can watch. That's like Schitt's Creek. What's the one with the fucked up family? Is it just a terribly fucked up family? They're, like,
Shameless?
Shameless.
But
These are all.
that's not a sitcom.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah,
saying
yeah,
there's
it's drama,
they're
yeah,
still
yeah.
kind of drama
yeah,
comedies.
yeah.
Like
That
you know
sounds
what I'm
like a
saying?
dramedy.
Regardless,
Is that what you call it,
regardless
drama?
of
That's what I call
regardless
dramedy.
of the
It's like a
shape
drama
of
comedy.
the show, they are still like for example, in New Girl, Zooey Deschanel is the main character of that show. She is the New Girl. Even the opening
Is that top tier?
song.
Is New Girl top tier?
Is
I haven't
top
watched
tier.
it.
Apparently,
It's
it's really
top
good.
tier.
If she
You haven't
won't
watched it either?
stop
No,
talking about
it's-
it.
It's pretty good. You should watch it.
I should probably watch
There's 4 men. There's 4 men that are funny.
I bet.
So
yeah.
funny, so fucking funny. Listen,
It is a little girly though.
so
I've been told.
but it's so funny. But
See, I've never been a sitcom guy.
And,
I
like,
can never get
Brooklyn
into them. I'll
Nine-Nine.
do like Seinfeld.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine is not
Yeah,
technically
I'll do a
based off
couple of them.
in that same like realm to me. But the funniest characters on that show are easily.
Brooklyn, see, that's a weird one because I don't feel like that is necessary. It has a sitcom style, but I don't think it's that basis where
But
it's
that's
like
what I mean,
an
yeah.
audience that's
It
clapping.
can't be compared to like Friends
didn't
or
know Nelson
Seinfeld,
Deep
but it
White
is still sitcom-y.
Sakami.
Ooh,
Sakami.
coin it.
But
Put that on
still-
a t-shirt.
Funniest characters on that show
Are you?
are the guys.
You're right.
Same with New Girl. Funniest characters on that show are the male supporting roles. Friends, I would put all 3 of the men characters over all 3 of the women characters of that show.
So I
Like-
think what you're doing is agreeing with us.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But I don't know
Just
why.
a roundabout way to do it.
Right.
But I also don't know
It's,
why.
I could tell you. It's because we're
Go ahead.
dumber.
No.
Yeah.
Think about it before you say it.
100% of them.
We're dumber.
It's knuckle draggers.
Yeah,
Knuckle
I'm out fucking
What was that?
wielding a
Ooga
stick.
Ooga Ooga
Bunga
brain?
bunga.
But,
Yeah, he's
but
got
there
it.
are also like, but
Women
there
are too
are
intelligent.
movies and
I
shows
get
and
real
stuff where
caveman
like,
real fast.
like listen, in The Neighbors, to me, Rose Byrne is the funniest person in that movie. Not Seth Rogen, not
you're
Zac
right.
Efron.
But there
Rose
are,
Byrne is the favorite.
The more she
is
gets
the-
into it, Golden Girls. I could watch Golden
Dude.
Girls all the fucking
Sitcom
day.
though.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I
in
got you.
in the defense of
I got you.
Have you guys taken a dive into the Carol Burnett show?
It's great.
no.
Dear God. You talk about sketch comedy.
There's
Listen,
a reason
I
she's
don't-
a
Oh my
legend.
God.
I don't really find Amy Schumer funny,
Oh no, she's
but
terrible.
I love Maya Rudolph and I
Oh, yeah.
love Kristen Wiig. Like there are
Quick.
in
the
the
way-
in the like primetime SNL seasons, Tina Fey, Amy Poehler, Maya Rudolph, Kristen Wiig, they are funnier than the guys.
So we're gonna end this by plugging Plex one more time. I have 2 live channels of all the SNL seasons. I have the 2000s and I have the 90s episodes.
You know you can watch
All
SNL
uncut.
on Hulu.
But
You
it's
have to
not
pay
the
for
same. They're cut. You can't see the music.
Does that mean they're cut?
They don't have the music on them.
Circumcised.
They don't have.
Cusps?
They don't have. They cusp them.
Is it still a cusp if you're on? If you're not?
It's a turtleneck.
Yeah, I don't know. Sure. Let me finish my statement. If you watch it on
Sure.
Peacock or if you watch it on Hulu, they unless it's brand new and is in this season, they don't have the music on there anymore, and they cut out certain skits.
Rude.
Yeah.
They
So
trimmed it.
they take the cusp off.
Rude.
Mazel tov.
I like it. Anyways, next week it's Steve's pick. We're back to the original
Steve!
show stuff. I have
Wally
2
won't be here.
picks.
I won't be here.
It's fine. We'll mourn you.
Joshua?
Kate and Lipold.
Well, hold on. So if Josh is going to be here,
Wait, we have to put it on. Josh, you have to decide
I don't
right
know.
now.
I can't do that right now.
You have to.
My life is forever changing.
okay. So I'm going to say the two.
I
then.
love that answer.
If Josh is going to be here,
My life is forever changing.
it's going to be Mighty Ducks
Ooh. 4 if I'm not.
because Stanley Cup. I want to get it in.
Well, if you're
There's
not,
Stanley
then
Cup.
we have to find
And
a
if it's
Phil,
not,
But
we could do Kate and Leopold.
Are you a cat guy? You Panthers guy? No, you're.
a
Forgot.
pussy
Why would I
guy.
even say that about you?
God, that fucking hurts.
Florida Panthers hockey.
Rotten the puss.
how do you say panties?
Panties.
Cherry panties.
Do you know?
No eating cherry panties.
Do you know why I asked this?
I don't know. That's from what's it called?
Go ahead.
What am I saying it?
Yeah, everyone say panties.
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 But it's weird. Panties.
I don't think I've ever said that to someone like it.
They take
There's
panties.
you don't know what I'm talking about.
I call my undies
The New
panties
Girl
and
episode?
skivvies.
Sometimes.
Those are my 2
Must
Where
give-
favorites.
where Winston's like
They're not gonna be
Nick,
cusps.
Jess's
Where I hide
panties
my
are in
cusps.
the washer. Is it okay if I move them? And he's like, wait, why? Why do you have to ask first? Why do you? And then they all argue
El
about the best way to
pantalones.
say panties. And coach is like, move your panties. Like,
Movie panties.
move
Anyways,
your panties.
thanks everybody for watching, listening, subscribe, favorite, comment, find us on our socials.
Dislike that. I want to see
Dislike.
some
I want to see
dislike
some
buttons.
thumbs down.
Yeah,
Comments
yeah.
about some
Also,
penises.
tell us what you
Destroy
think.
us.
Tropic Thunder. What you would rate it?
Hey,
Yeah, I want to know the rating. I want to
Wreck
know what you
me.
think a cusp is, and I want you to try to type the word pussy. How you would enunciate. I want to
Wait,
see
can
how
you just say
enunciate
it?
No, I
No.
fucking can't. It fucking
no, you
hurts.
laughed mid word.
I know.
He ain't gonna say it.
We're not getting off of here until he says it seriously
That's
one
what
time.
she said. And no, I'm not saying.
We'll sit
I'm
here.
not
Get off it, get off it, get off it, get off it, get off it.
Walter, we don't have anywhere to go. Technically,
I do.
Josh can walk out and we'll still be waiting here for you to say it.